I've had so many, it's really weird. Like, so when you open your phone and you're like, oh, vagina. Like, it's just, what the fuck is that?
Welcome, Mr. Stumpy Cock himself, as we bring you the Chronicles of Steven Hamill.
And then I got the nickname Stumpy, and that is my name still in that WhatsApp group.
And all your mates are calling you Stumpy.
This is where the stories roll. The Chronicles of Conquest.
Ladies and gents, ladies and thems, this week's guest is a man who will help us tackle the big questions in life. One of them being, how many times will we say penis in the next hour? Our guest today is a man who's been through something genuinely life-changing, incredibly serious, and somehow managed to come out of the other side with more humour than all three of us combined. A man whose genitals are more famous than all three of us combined right now. You could say he's working with 50% of the original hardware, but 200% of the courage. Here to talk about his brave battle with penile cancer and more. Welcome, Mr. Stumpy Cock himself, as we bring you the Chronicles of Steven Hamill.
What an introduction.
You said be brutal, so...
Oh, I love it. No, I'm loving it. Like, a lot of people, like, throw Stumpy in an interview, like, right at the end. Yours, like, ballsy, just like, nah. Steven Stumpy Hamill. That is who's coming on right now. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh,
Before we start recording, we were just chatting about how you found us. So how I found you was we basically we changed the show up every now and again, and we decided let's just talk about some new shit, like funny, weird, whatever, wonderful things, just have a bit of a laugh about it. I was scrolling through Facebook. This must have been about 3 or 4 weeks ago now. And Comedy fucking Joe of all news articles, you know what I mean, said something about a death smell. I went, right, okay, well, I'm intrigued straight away. Do you know what I mean? Like, what does that even mean? And that's how I found your story. Now, obviously then, brought it to the show, had a bit of a laugh. Never in the history of doing this podcast, it's 7 years old, we ever had anyone then go, I'm going to fucking message these pricks. We'll have a bit of a conversation.
It was like 10 a.m. in the morning. I was just about I was getting to the work, I think I was. And then I listened to that. On my last bit of the drive, I was listening to it and I was just howling the whole time. And I was like, I'll reach out to these are funny. Genuinely, that was my thought process.
Oh, we love it. Like I said, we literally went, oh fuck, we are done here. We're bollocksed. This is game over. Like like you said, here's the lawsuit. I'll see you in court.
Thank you.
Yeah. You wanted to piss out the cancer survivor, motherfuckers. Well, But your story was insane, and I genuinely had never ever heard of penile cancer in my life.
Nope. Not many people do. So I think the stat is 8 out of 10 people don't even know penile cancer is a thing. So on my Instagram at the moment, I think I'm pushing on 3 million views, like profile visits.
Oh, yeah.
So by that stat alone, I've made I'm really bad at math, but 2.4 million people know that penile cancer actually exists. So like on that spectrum, that's massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I want to go back to your death smell point. Like, them news articles screwed me over, didn't they? They honestly made it sound like I was last in the Bonnie Blue queue. Like, this guy's just popped up. He's got his number 1028. He's had his turn. He's come off and he's got some knob rot. Like if you didn't read the article, that's exactly what you'd think, wouldn't it? And it's just, I was reading it going, the amount of people on this planet now, especially like Lab Bible. Lab Bible gets like 4 million views. So I'm walking the street going, do they think, because I have people looking at me, I'm like, do they know the real story, or do they just think I put it in Henry or Henrietta? Like, what's the thing here? I've had a few people brave enough come and talk to me, and I just make it awkward. I find it hilarious. I'm just like, what? My cock? Dead lad.
No, you can't see it here.
No, you can't give it a sniff. It doesn't smell that like that anymore.
It's not like that anymore. It smells nice.
Yeah, it's like this. But like, and to give some context, obviously you've been everywhere at the moment. You've been this morning all over national news, etc. But and you've told this story a bazillion, gazillion times, but what the fuck actually happened?
Do you want the short version? Boom, boom.
Ah, nice. Here all week.
That's why Comedy Joe posted my story. So basically, I was 26. I just woke up one morning, literally just woke up one morning, and my head was like 4 times the size of what it was like the day before. Mental, like no pre-symptoms, no rashes, no red spots, no nothing. Just it pretty just went, I'm here. And like, as any man does, you look down there and go, well, that's going to go away by itself. So I'm not whipping out my cock in front of any fucker. And then you're like, shit, who have I slept with? Have I got an STD? What is it? And then you go into panic mode. And I did what every guy did. Pull your pants up, forget about it, and hopefully it goes away by itself. That's what I did. That was the mistake.
Yeah.
A week later, wearing nothing but sweatpants, by the way, because all I could literally wear was joggers. No underwear, no nothing. So the women had a field day for that week. I was walking around with just some grey sweatpants. I was big anyway,
like, yeah, be like, fucking hell, he's a pendulum. Look at that.
Like, I was big anyway, let alone girth on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
So, and then a week later, I was making a brew like every British person does. And my foot was just getting a bit wet. And I was like, what's going on here? I looked down, blood everywhere. I literally just everywhere. And then it took me a second to work out where it was coming from. I thought I like cut my leg or something. And then I seen it just dripping out the head. And I was like, oh, that's not normal. And I think at that point I was like, this isn't an STD. Because if it is, it's one I've never heard of before. And I know I'm unlucky, but that's taking the piss.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to get this checked. But I shouted my partner at the time, and she come running downstairs because obviously I'm not one to complain. And then she went, you got a nosebleed? I went, wrong head. Wrong head. Like nearly crying, like, I don't know what to do. And then, then I went to the doctors, and then the doctor, because obviously what you do then is anyone, you Google symptoms, right? It's the first thing you do, ask Google. And the Google literally just went, you've got penile cancer. You've got every symptom of penile cancer. And I was like, okay, this thing I've never heard of, I've got it. Let's roll with it. And then the GP just looked me in the eye and went, yeah, you've got every symptom, but you're 26, so it just can't be. So here's some cream for some balanitis. Go and put this on for a bit, and we'll see if it goes away. And literally looked me in the eye and said I didn't have cancer. And then if a medical professional tells you don't have cancer, I'll promise you now, you don't ask twice. You just go, all right, pal, no way, sit a bit. Escape that one. Apparently I just don't clean myself properly.
But it's pissing with blood. Like, what?
I know.
What?
Hey, the good news is, I did wash my cock properly. It wasn't balanitis. It was cancer. So I was hygienic. So that's a positive. That's a positive spin on it. So I was putting steroid cream on my penis for 3 weeks. Like 3 weeks it was. Like nothing was changing. It was getting worse. And that's when the pain started. And I was just like, what's happening here?
What the fuck?
At what point did you go, like, okay, enough of this cream bollocks? There's something horribly wrong here.
Honestly, it took me to the point where I just passed out. In that I had that big of a bleed. I was sat in my brother's car in McDonald's. Put it into context, right? My brother's in a wheelchair, so he can't even walk. Uses hand controls to drive. So when I had this bleed and I just passed out, he just sat there going, well, I can't do fuck all. What the fuck am I meant to do? And then I woke up and I was like just in a pool of blood everywhere, on the car seat, on the pants. I couldn't walk, so obviously I just passed out. The only thing in the car was McDonald's napkins, because we've just had a Mackey's. So I was like trying to clean myself with McDonald's napkins in the middle of Morrison's car park, cock out, people walking past with shopping. I literally felt like winding window down, going, "Hey, got some ketchup with that?" Oh, apparently that'd have been too much. So
got my own dispenser and everything.
I know, yeah. Pump it. But this is why I wanted to do this podcast. So then obviously he just rushed me to weigh in it and just went, get out. get yourself in there. And then I did. And then I was just sat in A&E, right? The nurse gave me do you know them sick buckets you get in hospital?
Yeah.
Put it under me, wrapped in a towel. So I just sat with my hand there, catching all this blood coming out of my penis. A&E was rammed, by the way. The wait was like 5 hours. I just kept catching a glance of every fucker looking at me going, where has he put that? Like, there's probably people to this day still around here who think I popped it in Henry or Henrietta. Like, they're having bets on it, probably. Which one was it? Which was more attractive? I accidentally had a dodgy barbecue and the knife went a bit too far. Like, we don't know these little bits. And then it took him about 5 minutes to get me in a side room, but that was the longest 5 minutes I've ever done in my life. Just sat there with A&E.
I was going to say, please tell me they put you in a fucking side room, not just leave you in the waiting room.
Yeah. It took him 5 minutes though. He just sat looking at me, and I was like, "You all right?" Yeah.
Could we maybe do something about this? Like, could we maybe like?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Can you go get me a Snickers, please? Because I can't move right now. Can't really do fuck off. Right, and then they finally put me in a side room, and then the nurse went, "I'm so sorry about that." I went, "You think?" Like, someone comes in with blood on his cock, you don't just sit him in the middle of fucking A&E going, "There you go, pal, go be the zoo animal for the day."
Yeah.
I was this close to getting it out. If it wasn't for kids in there, I would have got it out. 100% just would have got it out and like, she can get to it. But then I didn't want to embarrass the guys in there. Because if I whipped out, every guy would have gone, "Fuck me," like instantly.
Oh,
Been like that scene in basketball where the penises are fucking huge and snaking all over the.
Pretty much to be like, "That's a prosthetic." Covering the wife's eyes, going, "They do not grow that big. Stop looking."
Oh my god, that's absolutely. So, how long were you in A&E before you actually got properly seen then?
About 3 hours, I think. So
That's fucking wild.
Yeah. They had to wait for a specialist urologist, so I kind of understand the 3 hour wait.
Oh, okay.
The guy was in surgery, so it's like, yeah, I'll wait. But then he looked at me and went, "Yeah, you're getting admitted, mate. You're staying in till Friday." And I went, "No, I'm not, pal. I've got my sister's wedding. You've got fucking no chance. I am going to that wedding, you like it or not. You think I'm giving up a Lake District wedding? I don't care how blood I am, how bad I am. I'm going." And he just looked at me and went, "All right, go enjoy that then. We'll see you Friday." I was like,
I don't know what's more mental. You decided to go to the wedding or him letting you?
oh, it was just, to be fair, in my head, I was just like, "I'm going to this wedding," because I still think I've got balanitis at this point. I just think it's a really, really, really bad case of balanitis. So I was like, sack it. So I found these incontinence pads for adults, like big nappies. I was like, "I'm just going to wear one of them under my suit, go to the wedding." And I was in agony, but then me and Pink Gin got very close that day. Like I was hammered by 11 a.m. Like there's a picture on this. There's a picture this morning of me doing a speech. I'm like, I can't remember a fucking thing. I just sat there going. I remember the first line, which is, "This speech is going to be a bit like my sister, short, sweet, and not very funny." And then the rest is just blank. And everyone, I remember loads of messages the next day going, "That speech was amazing." And I literally went, "What speech?" I was fucking tanked. I was hammered. It got me through it. Loved it. Some of the pictures are incredible. It's great. Can't remember any of it. It was great.
Did you talk to any like family or friends about this while you were still waiting to be seen?
It's like my mum knew, my sister knew, my brother-in-law knew, brother knew, partner knew at the time, but the rest, I wasn't. It's not one of them where you just go, "Hey, I've got a really bad bacterial infection of the cock."
I suppose.
I think it's a quick conversation ender. That.
Yeah, just a bit. All right, mate. I'll see you later.
Stay away from my pint now. You can have that. You've been too close.
You're that weird uncle.
Yeah. Just sitting there sniffing it, going,
"Yeah, no, Johnny, please. Let's not talk to the man. Let's go over here. We'll go dance a bit."
So yeah, it was just that everyone kept checking on me, but it was like, I was hammered. It was fine. There's a picture of me, right, with someone's kid on my shoulders. Who let their kid get on my shoulders? Because if I can't remember it, it must have been bad. And you know, when you're drunk and you got a shirt on, a button comes off every time you get a bit more.
Yeah.
Mine's practically off. Chippy tits out, the lot. Just like ready to go. So who let their kid get on my shoulders? I've got no idea.
I reckon you just told everybody about your dick. You must have done. When you hammered
it out.
Yeah, probably.
Pass me the mic. Pass me the mic. Everyone, look at this.
Drum roll, please.
I remember waking up the next day and everywhere was just covered in blood. Like the floor, the bed. We had like a hot tub in the room that was just covered in blood. And I remember waking up going, what did I do? So I must have got back in the room and just threw it everywhere. But the blood just going everywhere. So I must have like just walked in and did my last ever windmill. Just like, blood just scattering. Like it was just mental.
Oh, dude. I mean, I'm assuming you went back to hospital after this, right?
So I travelled back on the Thursday and had an appointment on the Friday. So I just chilled, hungover on the Thursday, and then went on Friday morning to the hospital, to the urologist appointment.
When they gave you that diagnosis then, and they said, we're basically going to have to take half of your dick off, like, was that a bit of a, I'm sorry, what? Sort of moment?
It was, it's kind of further down the line because at every stage I just kept getting told, oh, you're a little bit worse than what we thought. You're a little bit worse. So when I first got diagnosed with cancer, he didn't even diagnose me. He just walked out. He took one look at the cock. This is honestly God's honest truth. If you see me on Instagram, it's one of the funniest stories. On that Friday appointment, he walks in and gets me on the bed, has a look, literally 30 seconds, and then goes, you with anyone? And I went, yeah, my mum and brother. And he went, sound. Okay. And then he just left, fucked off out of the room. And I'm sat there on my bed going, all right. My brother wheels in and just goes, you all right? And I'm like, I don't know. He just fucked off. And he goes, that's fucking weird, isn't it? And then he comes back in like 5 minutes later. So me and brother sat there for 5 minutes going, I've got no idea. He took one look and went. And my brother went, well, the smell's not that bad. He was fucked off because of the smell.
He went to throw up.
Went to go get 14 million masks before COVID was a thing. And then he came back in, and then there was a nurse behind him with a Macmillan badge, and I was like, oh, so that's how you want to tell me then? By reading a fucking lanyard? Tell me before you bring Macmillan in. Don't just bring Macmillan in and then go, so.
Yeah. Ta-da!
It's like a really shit bully special prize. This is what you've won. Fucking bollocks.
Show the house, the yacht, the car first, and then bring that in last.
So that happened, and he just went, right, you're off Christie's, which is like a specialist hospital. And then I got to Christie's, and they went, oh, you'll be fine, you're 26, you'll have cancer, but it'll only be little, we'll have to do a circumcision. So they did a circumcision, and that's when shit went down. That's when they realised how bad it was.
Fuck. It's just insane.
How does getting a circumcision show you how bad it is, though?
Okay, so remember the death, smell, and blood?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That was the cancer eating away at my penis. So when they took the foreskin off, basically, I've got nothing to like. Okay, it's probably this fat as well. To be fair, not this. That's what it's like now. So like. Here, it was like a big, massive chunk in it. Like it's been chunked off from the other side, like a shark bite. And that's where the cancer's just been growing and eating away at the muscle. And that's what the smell was. So the death smell was death. It was my dead muscle, like just dripping away slowly. And that's what the blood was. So the doctor looked, and I went to, it was one of the part of him on this morning. If you've seen this morning, that's the guy who I went down to surgery with. I woke up with the director of surgery. Like the biggest guy you can get in urology called Sangha. And the nurse went, yeah, you're on the ward. And I was like, how long have you been down for? About 4 hours. I was only been down for 30 minutes. And she went, yeah, let's wait for the doctor, shall we? I was like, fuck. So, and then Sangha looked me dead in the eye and went, yeah, this isn't good, mate.
Oh, shit.
I went, what do you mean? I'm sat next to my sister and my brother's up behind me. And he just went, I just need to draw a picture. Can't explain it. So he drawn me a picture with where it was eating away at. And I just looked at him and went, okay, so what's next? And he went, well, first of all, we don't take that bandage off. And I was like, okay, so what are we doing next? He went, we're going to have to remove quite a bit. And then he went, but you are very blessed. So you are lucky. You should be able to function afterwards. But then he just turned around and was like, and the way he was looking at me and explaining it, I was like, so what do I do now? Because it was the first time in ages I woke up with no pain. So what he's done is filled that massive gap with like strong painkillers, like glue type thing to keep it structured. So I was in no pain for the first time. This was amazing. So in my life, I was like, oh my God, this is great. Can I just keep it like this? Like, don't chop it, just keep it like this. And he was just like, no, we have to chop it. And I was like, okay, tried. And then I went, what do we do? And he went, well, you got your surgery in 2 days. That's how quick we wanted to do it. Circumcision, let it recover, chop off in 2 days. And he went, go home, have a great weekend, because your life's going to change dramatically after that. And the way he was looking at me, it was at that moment I went, I'm dead, I'm dying. And then, yeah, it wasn't long after I got told I was dying, pretty much.
Fuck, man. Like, how do you, like, sort of react to that sort of, you know what I mean? It's like, because it's what makes us men, isn't it? That, and then a lot of people always like shy away from that sort of thing. It's like, well, that's what makes me me, because, you know, this is how I create life and this is how I urinate and that sort of thing. And it's like, what was the initial process of like, well, fuck?
I think because it was followed by you're gonna die in less than a year. I think it just took all the effect away, because it was like, oh, great, fucking great. Can I have one last wank, please? Like, it's no idea what's going on. So, but even that, even being told you're gonna die, like, people go, that must have been a really bad thing. I was like, what was it for? Like, when you get told you're gonna die, there's not much you can really do, right? It's like, there's not a witch round corner is going to give me a life less, like an extra love heart, it's like an extra life. No, we're not in GTA. Like, it's not going to happen. So you just got to accept it. So I was just like, Sam, so what do we do next? Like, sack it.
No.
And then that's when he told me through the process.
It's amazing that you know, I think some people, or most people, probably like, well, that's it. What's the point? Fucking might as well this, that, and the other. You know, what's the point? But you've just gone, yeah, right, cool. So I've got this long. So what can I do within this period of time?
Get fucked off my cake. That is exactly what happened. It's just mad. So I made that instant decision then as well. I know it's been funny. This is the deep part. A bit of mental playing here. So I made a conscious decision in my head then to pretend I didn't register what the doctor told me. Because if I have not registered it, everyone around me can't burst my bubble. So they can't be around me and be all sad and, oh, I'm so sorry. They have to pretend I'm going to be fine. So pretend I'm going to be fine around me means we can create better memories if I'm not going to make it 12 months. So what can they remember with? So I made that conscious decision. The funniest part was my mum got that panicked that I didn't know I was going to die. She told my nurse, and I've told my nurse, like, I do know. And my curtains were closed, so my mum thought I couldn't hear. It's a fucking curtain, not a sound wall. And I heard her go, you need to tell him how bad this is. And the nurse went, he fucking knows. And then storms off. My mum popped her head in going, she's a bit rude. I was sat there howling in my bed. God, it was hilarious. So, and I wouldn't change that conscious decision either. It made life so much more fun because I knew how bad it was. So I knew why they were upset and why they were like, and I was just like, what the fuck are you crying about? Like, you're not in this bed. It's me, innit? What the fuck are you crying about? Like, I'm going to survive. I'm not dying, am I? And then like, yeah, I know, but and I was just like, yeah, grow the fuck up then. It's fucking me. Yeah. And it's like, because you have no other option, do you? You kind of have to just accept it and just be like, all right, we have to just be nice and be happy. So I've never changed that thought.
That's what I was going to say. The idea of it, just quickly going back to the dick being eaten away by cancer, made me think of zombie bites. When a zombie bites somebody in a TV series and they amputate the limb straight away, that's the first thing came into my head.
Oh, practically, yeah. Because they need to cut the cancer away before it spreads.
Yeah.
So they need to do it as quick as possible.
I generally thought it was just like a TV movie thing. I didn't realise that was a genuine. I must be a moron.
I didn't know you could lose half your cock due to a medical reason, mate.
No, again, neither did I. And that's what I find mind blowing.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I do. Thanks, teacher Steve.
It's like when I was a kid. Go on, sorry.
So, I was just going to say, you heard us on the show. Like, how the fuck does this work? Like, we were baffled. We just could not work this out.
So I've done an Instagram video on it. I got a jumbo chippy sausage, literally, and I sat there. This is one of the best. I loved this Instagram video. Loved it. Didn't perform well, but I loved it. And it just went. You want to know what it looks like? Here we are. Just snapped it off and went. There you go. Then took a bite out of it. Then winked at the camera. And then closed it.
Did they have to like mold you a new head then?
No, so they offered me reconstruction, right? But I was very big, so I'm left with still big. So I'm not big, but I'm still average. So if I did the reconstruction, they'd have to do a skin graft and sew things on, and the sensitivity might go, or I might lose feeling. And I was like, "Fuck that!" Before I live life without a cock, I at least want to feel something.
Good man.
Yeah. But at this point, I thought I was dying anyway. So I was like, I'm not fucking going through more surgery, more recovery.
Yeah.
When I'm gone in 9 months anyway, you can fall right off. So, sack that. I want to live. So it's just like, I made that decision, and I'm so glad I did, because, however, it does lead me on to probably the funniest story of the cancer. I mean, this is the funniest part of everything. Like, it still makes me howl to this day. So, 2 weeks after chopping half my cock off, right? They were worried about me having kids, because they said I can't have kids. So they wanted me to go to a sperm bank and play with myself until I ejaculated and test my sperm. 2 weeks after having half my cock chopped off. But because it was 2 weeks, I had to have a nurse watch me.
Oh my God.
So I had this, and you're probably thinking instantly American Pie, Joey just a finger up a bum, like, what am I like to around? No, this was like a 65-year-old nurse. Sat there with one of them medical wipes and a refuge bin. And every time she seen blood, she stopped me, wiped it, put the tissue back in the bin, then carried on watching me intensely like a hawk.
The fuck did you even get it up to do that?
I accept challenges. I perform well under pressure. I was not stopping till I achieved. Granted, good half an hour. It was the longest wank I've ever had in my life. But I was just not stopping. I think I lost the erection about 17 million times. Like, you're not even allowed your phone in there, so I had to use like 80s porn mags. I don't know if you can remember what vaginas looked like in the 80s, but they're not this clean shaven, pretty thing now. It's like having a wank over a cat. It was weird. It was a weird life.
With an old lady staring at you.
With an old lady staring at me and me looking down thinking, where the fuck's the rest of my cock gone? I put all them four together. I don't know how I finished, but I did. I did.
In fact, that was your first one as well. Just that.
Yeah, like the first time I played with myself afterwards was getting stared at by a 65-year-old woman.
I suppose you didn't go home and go, I'm doing this fucking properly now. Like,
well, I got home, my partner was like, was the nurse attractive? And I was like, she was 65. And she went, yeah, but she's seen it before I did. And I was like, how are you jealous in this moment? Fuck off. Like, no.
Oh my God, that's nuts.
But it was just her. It was her having banter. She wasn't in any way. But I was like, it was the weirdest conversation. But you know when you get home and you're like, feel dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was. I got home and was like, I'm into dogging, but that just took it a bit too far. Like, I'm all for people watching, but wiping it, like.
Yeah, that's odd.
It's a bit weird.
That's a bit not like, here you go, would you mind just, it's like, let me do that for you, dearie.
Oh, I've got that. It's like an old one with a baby wiping like the meatballs off the chin or something.
Yeah, like wiping them. Yeah, like, oh, there you are, dear.
To be fair, I reacted the exact same. I went, what the fuck are you doing? It would have been awkward though if I came when she was wiping. That'll teach her a lesson, won't it? Don't get too close.
Yeah,
We don't know how much this sprays anymore.
exactly. You got your goggles on.
Comes off like a cannon now. Less time to travel.
You fly backwards.
Cartoon Network side.
Like Spider-Man now. It's weird.
Oh, great.
Less time to travel. Got me.
The fact that when you actually ejaculate, though, that must have been like a thank fucking Christ it still does it.
Well, no, because I was always going to be able to still ejaculate. It was basically what happens when, if you have surgery in your urethra, your sperm could go backwards. So your sperm comes out, but all the sperm cells retract and stay inside.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it actually just makes you infertile. So that's what they were worried about. So when I came, I was like, well, this is normal. It was the most agonizing wait for the results because they said, oh, we'll give you a call in 2 hours. And I was just like, oh, because I was like, well, I'm dying anyway. So, and I've signed a paper as well, by the way, that my partner at the time can still use it to have a child. So even now, she has the right to pop into that sperm bank and go, I want that, even though we've not been together for 7 years, 8 years. Yeah, so it's
Fucking hell.
honestly mental. And then I got the phone call, and the woman on the phone went, I'm glad to say you've got double the sperm count of an average man. And I was like, so how the fuck have I not got anyone pregnant since now? Something's not right. Like, you're telling me I'm really fertile, but I've never gone through a pregnancy.
Huh.
And then she just looked at me, and then she, on the phone, she just went, I don't know. And I was just like, well, hey, your test results say they do. And to be fair, she was bloody right, because after cancer, I think of 4 people pregnant. I've only had 1 kid, but 4 pregnancies. It's less time to travel, more potent.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it's like, yeah, it became like a super weapon in a way.
Yeah,
You got
like
fuck
this
all.
kid survived.
Did anyone give like absolutely insane or why? Because why does everyone turn to a doctor when there's an issue? So like, did anyone give you like some insanely wild advice? Like you'd be like, "What? It's my cock, not my foot."
I got buy these crystals and put them in your house, and I was like, I don't know what voodoo shit you want to do, but the cancer's already there. Like, that crystal's not just going to rub on my bollock and be like, right, the cancer be gone. Like, it's not going to happen. And then smoke weed to be all right. And I'm just like, yeah, you're fucking right, but take crack and I won't feel the pain. Like, how far are we going with this? It's fine.
I got a needle for you right here.
Yeah, let's give me some mushrooms. I might picture it back on again, and then we're all living life, aren't we? So it's like, people always do turn into a doctor. Like, even now, they're like, oh, the funniest one at the moment is, well, you should have cleaned it. And I was like, well, I did. That's why it wasn't balanitis. And then they're like, well, you shouldn't have HPV. And I went, well, I didn't. So, and then the funniest one is, did you have the COVID vaccine? I was like, fuck me, didn't know COVID was a thing in 2019.
Here we
I had cancer in 2019. A year before COVID was even invented. It's like, yeah, that vaccine in 2021 made me have cancer in 2019. Fucking time travel, didn't it? No. Right, fucking pissing me right.
I bet he thought he'd really got you then as well. Oh yeah, look, I've got him here. No, I fucking got him. Oh yeah, I'm going to white cover that now.
Read the article, mate. It says back in 2019.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where the bat. No one at the bat in 2018. I think Ozzy Osbourne maybe, but not fucking anyone else. So it's like COVID was not a thing. Pipe down. Kid a joke. Hate them people. Hate it. Honestly, really do. Don't like it.
Fucking nuts. Yeah. What did the recovery process look like though? Because obviously, I doubt you just left hospital and be like, hey, let's go. We're fully functional. You know.
No. So the biggest surgery at the end I had was the groin dissection. So obviously taking the lymph nodes out to make sure it doesn't spread or can't really further, and also to test how long I actually had to live. So they did that. The recovery from that was painful. I had like a drain coming out of both sides of my legs. A catheter in like for 3 weeks. I had to empty this drain. If I went shopping, I had to take like a shopping bag and put the drain in because they want to scare people.
Yeah.
So it was all a bit crazy, and the recovery was a step-by-step process. So it was like, I was a really fit guy. Like, I played football. I was really, really fit. I couldn't even walk up 3 stairs like without nearly passing out. Like, it was brutal. I went for my first walk, right, and I walked to the end of my drive to the nearest lamppost, and I just looked at my sister and went, "I'm fucked." And she went, "All right, let's go back." And then we got back, and she just laid me down on the couch, and that was me for 9 hours.
No.
Jesus.
Then I woke up going, "Wow!" Like, so the recovery was so long, so drawn out, like 3-4 months of me just like edging a bit further, away. And then I finally got there. All right, I can now move a little bit now. I can do this, I can do that. And then, yeah, we got there, but the physical side of things was a rough recovery. The mental side, I've only just recovered from that one. It's been like a good 7-year journey. That one.
That was gonna be my next thing. Was like, how long did it take to just process all this? Because it's a fucking one hell of a thing to go through.
So people always get shocked when I tell them this, like everyone. So if you've seen the This Morning interview,
I haven't watched it now.
Kat Deely goes, "So how does this affect you?" And I went, "Doesn't, I'm sound." And she went, "What?" Because she was like, being told you're going to die, how did that affect you? I was like, "No, sound, what are you on about?" And then she was dead shocked. And then I don't think people realize. I think when you tell people you being told you're going to die, they instantly go to, "Shit, I'm depressed, I'm going to die." Yeah. It's the opposite. It's what I got was, all right, I've got 8 months to go. Let's go. Like, I can't change it. I can't move it.
Mm.
So there's no point dreading it. You might as well just enjoy what you got left, right? It was being told I was going to survive. That's when I was lost, because all that stuff I've just been through, all the trauma, all the pain, all the memories, losing half a penis, I now have to live with this. Like, I didn't have to live with this before. This was just part of this really horrible nightmare story where the guy dies at the end, right? Oh, no. I've now got to live with it. So now I've got to process how to get through and navigate things. And I just broke up with my partner as well at the time. And it was like, how the fuck do you date with half a cop? Like, the NHS don't give you a letter for that. The NHS don't go, "There you go. There's how you tell people." So everything was all really, really weird. So learning how to adapt, and I'll be honest, I ran away. So I booked the first flight to Hong Kong because the stereotype in Asia is, so I thought I'd fit in. So I went straight to Hong Kong. I can 100% to everyone out there, that is a lie.
Dare I ask how you know?
So, because I played football over there, so everyone gets showers and stuff. So, and I can promise you now, if you thought I was being racist, saying I went to Hong Kong and ran away, I'll back them, because it's a lie. Well, the guys I knew anyway. So then I kind of just didn't deal with it either, because I just went, right, I'll just move over there, be fine. Then I came back, COVID happened, so then you have to deal with COVID and all that stuff. And then I come out of COVID, had my son, so it was like, okay, now I'm a dad. I've still not dealt with this stuff yet. Everything was still a bit weird. And then it was only recently, actually, where I kind of just, when you sit yourself down and have a chat with yourself, and you're like, right, what's going on? I realized I was overcompensating in every other aspect of life. So, like, in a relationship, I'll overwork, I'll overtry. Even when they're pulling away, I pull myself forward because I'm less of a man. So I need to compensate of being that amazing, really nice guy. Where in reality, I am a really nice guy. But if someone pulls away, I need to let them pull away, right? They're not choosing me. So why am I continuing this?
Yeah.
And then it made me realize, hold on, I'm actually not over this. I still think I'm less of a man for having half a penis. So I sat down and I watched Naked Attraction, right? I don't know if you've seen that show.
Yes.
There's a lot of penises. But it made me realize what the penis size is usually like. So, because in my head, I was like, I'm now really small. I've got a heart. It's not going to work for anyone. It's not going to be enough for anyone. Why? So every woman I was with said, no, it still works. It's good in the bedroom. Like, you can still use it. But I always thought it was just being nice because I had cancer. Like, how would you tell a cancer patient you're shit in bed now you lost half a cock? Like, it's hard, isn't it? You can't really do it.
No. So
I always thought just in that mind process, but then I watched Naked Attraction and I realised, hold on, I'm bigger than some men out there. like there was someone on there and I went, I'm bigger than that. And then that got kind of in my head again. But then I had a chat with my brother and I was explaining this all to him. And he went, so what's your issue? And I was like, I feel like I need a wife and I need this happy family because that's what you get told when you grow up, right? Grow up, get a job, find a wife, have a baby, have this family life. And then in reality, I'm like, hold up a minute. I've got my son, I've got my family. A woman doesn't have to be a part of that. And if a woman does come in, they're lucky to come in. Like, I'm not an ugly guy. Like, I know I'm not aesthetically six-pack ripped, turkey teeth, like all that lot, but like ice gem haircut, the ones where it's shaving on the sides and a little ball at the top, like looking like mini ice gem biscuits. I'm not one of them.
Thank fuck.
But I'm a nice guy who's quite funny and I can cook some good food. Like, if a girl comes into my life, they're fucking lucky. And they have the most unique penis to play with on the planet. Like, what more could you ask for? Do you know what I mean? One of one right here. And then I kind of looked myself in the mirror and went, yeah, fuck it. Do you know what? Fuck it. And that's when I picked up my camera and went, I'm going to make a TikTok. And I'm not going to lie, I did go back to delete it 24 hours later. I panicked. I went, nah, this is coming down. 80,000 views. I'm like, well, I can't take that back.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I was going to say, you are the fucking, as strange as it sounds to say, you are the poster boy for this now. You've gone viral, your stories everywhere. Like, I saw, like, New York Times shared it, for Christ's sake. But what made you decide to go out there and tell your story? Was it to influence others? Was it to help yourself? Bit of column A, bit of column B? Like,
a part of it was to me more accepting it. As soon as it's out there, I've definitely accepted it, right? And I think people have been reaching out for me to tell my story for the past 7 years. Like, 26-year-old, youngest person on the planet to survive this cancer. Like, it's always going to be a big story. One of the youngest, sorry for legal reasons. If you are younger than me, please come and talk to me, though. So I would like a good chat with you. And then I got an offer, I think it was January, and I broke up with my partner. Well, she broke up with me towards the end of Jan. And I think, and then obviously I come to terms with who I was myself, and I was like, what am I actually looking for? I don't need a wish. I don't need to be the perfect man. I'm me, and that's enough. And then someone asked me, oh, I've never heard of penile cancer. And I got really angry. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, right, doing it, don't care. And then I thought I was going nowhere with it. I'm not going to lie. I thought I'd post this video. My mates would laugh at me and be like, what are you doing that for? And then, I went back. I had 80,000 views. I think I had like 800 followers in 24 hours. All a bit mental. But then I posted a few more then. But I posted funny ones like the lad chat one. Dating with half a penis. Like, posted a few funny ones. And suddenly my followers went to 1,500 in 3 days. And this is only on TikTok. And then suddenly I had a newspaper article reached out saying, let's have a chat. And I was like, okay. So then spoke to them. And then a day later this morning, man, we want you on. I was like, fuck, what's going on here? And do you know what this morning asked me? They asked me to put a picture of my cock on the TV at 10:30 in the morning. No, I'm not shitting you. I've still got I will read the text message to you. I can't show because it's got the producer's number in it. Heather. Right. It was on a phone call, but she also asked me to send in proof that I lost my penis. So I sent in a picture going, partial amputated of penis, 28th of May, 2019. Proof enough for you? From the NHS.
That's meant to send us proof.
So this is how it started. It's like, oh, we need to, hi, is it possible we can have a phone call? I've got a really delicate question to ask you, and I don't think it's a good question for over text. Thank you for the proof, Stephen. My colleague will be in touch this afternoon. And thank you for the screenshot. Honestly, sorry if I've offended you. We would do it in a medical way, so if you do change your mind, let me know. So apparently, right, someone like it takes a whole new meaning to watching This Morning with a sausage butty, doesn't it? Imagine taking one bite out of your sausage butty, seeing that on the screen and looking down and going, oh, fuck. You won't be able to finish it. Especially
with ketchup.
As well. Fuming. So obviously I said no for obvious reasons. But then when I was there was the hilarious one, because everyone was like, you're going to be fine. I'm like, I'm talking about the cock on national TV. I don't think I'm going to be fine. And they went, oh, you're fine. You're not following anyone. You're on your own. I was like, oh, perfect. Guess who I followed? The King of England. So they went, what? You're not following anyone. But there was a video of the King of England talking about his dead mum, the Queen, because it was her birthday.
What a transition.
I know. And since they stopped talking... Literally, as soon as they stopped talking about the King of England, and next we've got Stephen, is an amazingly brave man who lost half his penis to cancer. And I was just sitting there going, you can all fuck off. Put them on before me. I'm going last. I'm fuming. So angry.
I'd love to have been in that meeting where they planned like the day of what they were showing. So what should we put on after the Queen? I know. Penis. Yeah.
Penis. Yeah. But it's mad though, because they like put you on the credit. So a picture of me came on saying on today's show. And then my phone started blowing up from that. So like I was getting, I think I got like 200 followers just from them opening credits. Loads of messages from people like my mates going, why the fuck are you going on This Morning? And someone from work went, you've lost half your cock. And I was just there going, oh, this is going to be an interesting one.
But it's crazy to go from near death, you're going to die, fuck it, let's just make the most of it, to being on national TV and in national newspapers all over probably the world talking about your dick. It's weird. I can't quite explain it.
Especially if it happened so fast. You start that TikTok and then like several days later, This Morning are on the fucking blower. That's mad.
4 days in, This Morning was on the blower. BBC run it the day after, and then we're having like a fight for exclusivity. Who's going to get the story? Obviously, because ITV contacted me first, I chose them. But then, off the back of This Morning, the Sun newspaper reached out to me, and I was like, "I'm a Liverpool fan. Don't like the Sun."
I was going to say.
Yeah, don't like the Sun. But then, so I gave him like unrealistic stipulations, thinking they'd say no. They fucking didn't. So the stipulations were in the health bit, nowhere near the news bit, only the health bit. That's all I want to be in. You have to pay me blah, 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 blah amount of money. Think it was unrealistic. And then you need to tag my socials in your news post, thinking it was so unrealistic they wouldn't do it. 30 seconds later, she went, yeah, that's fine. I'll send it over now. And I was like, so in my head, I'm like, yes, I've just made a boatload of money. And my social's getting tagged in it, and this is great. And I went, it's in the health bit, like, you have to be factual.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really bothered. But then I was like, oh, they're just going to whack me on the front page, just to be like, come see his story on page 28. And they did. They did.
Oh,
of course they fucking did.
They did. But they did give me a 2-page spread. So you open the whole paper, just my face everywhere. My gran's got it framed. But
it's not got a pop of dick in it, has it?
It's me healthy now and me with cancer. What a transition of your grandson there.
Oh my God.
This is when he were dying. Look at that. Look at state of him. This is when he were dying here. Fucking unbelievable, that.
Tubes coming out of him and everything. Poor guy, isn't he? But guess what? He's alive, and it's what he looks like now. Bit chubbier. But
change room's going to ask her, what the fuck is that?
Documentary coming out for Stephen. We're not going to my grand's house, not happening. Not looking at that wall. Not a chance.
But what really made me look when we were originally having this conversation, like, you've had some mental people come into your DMs and things like that. Were you telling us that you were offered to like join an OnlyFans and offered money to do a porn film and things like that?
Still getting offers now.
That's nuts.
And I mean offers in very high figures. So it all started off with one OnlyFans creator reaching out saying, I want to do a scene with you, I'll pay you $5,000. And I was like, very tempting, but no. But do you know when the women look that incredible, you're like, you don't need to give me any money here. Just don't put a camera in my face on the sound. But no, she had to put a camera in my face. So I was like, no, can't do that.
Sorry, Bob.
Am I allowed to say this? I can say this. The most recent one is from a top 1% adult actor. Like, the top. Not aware. The top.
Fucking hell.
And I've been offered like a collab deal, which will see me earn close to 7 figures in a couple months.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. The numbers that they were throwing out there, like, because like, if you put it in perspective, if I did a scene with a famous adult person, right, the sub traffic of creating like an OF or anything after that to come and see how it works, how the cum shot works, how it looks after, how it all functions, you're talking in the millions, right? Of people just wanting to see how it looks. Even like people who are just curious. You put a £5 subscription on 1 million people just paying once just to see all the videos. 5 mil. Take the cuts, you're talking about 2.5 mil. These are the numbers they were throwing at me, and I'm just sat there going, oh my God, I'm so close to saying yes here. Like, oh my God. Like, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? I said no in the end.
He's like, I can't let my nan down. She's got lovely
Honestly,
photos on the wall. She don't need that.
I did have a chat with my family. I went, if I ever did OnlyFans, right, would you all hate me? And they all went, nah, we just won't go on the street, yeah. I'll take that. Take that. House parties for the win. So let's do that.
End of the day, though, man, it's like it's so more talked about now. There's so much more like sex work and stuff out there. Like it's not really a taboo anymore, really.
So in my head, right, I was like, if you do it in a medical way, so like this is where they cut, this is how it still works, this is why it functions like this. What am I doing wrong? Like, I'm pretty sure my job can't even sack me at that point because I'm still raising awareness. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Until it physically gets put into another person on camera, then they'll be like, that's the line crossed, pal. Right.
They're waiting, like, just to take that. Is it going? Is it? And they've made contact. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Dismissal letter sent. They've got their own video, slow-mo. And they'll probably be in a disciplinary. I'll be like, well, how do you know it went in?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What are you doing in your spare time?
Well, Mr. Hamill. What you'll find is, I think you'll find that, yeah, so anyway, moving on.
yeah, we're not sacking you. Go, just leave.
Yeah. This conversation never happened.
I'll just get out in front of them, like, trying to see it in real life. I'll keep the job then, right?
We'll give you a pay rise if you do.
But again, it's one of them where I'm putting these weird things on Instagram, like, obviously I told you just before we started filming, I'm just going on my Instagram now to see if I've had any others of the questions in.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I have. Okay. How naughty can we get on this podcast?
As much as you want.
Naughty as you like.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically for everyone listening or watching, if you go over to my Instagram, I do it quite a bit now where I'll put, ask me anything you want or confess anything to me. And it comes to me. I can see who's wrote it, but no one else can. So I've had loads of weird ones. I had one before which I was telling the lads, which was, can you still nut with your new PP? And I went, yeah, of course I can. I've got a child now. And he replied to me going, can you nut on my face then? And that was one of them. This one's even worse. So I've just used a tape measure. 9 inches is very long. 4.5 is just as long. Have you still got the girth? If so, I think you would rip me a new one. Shall we try? Question mark. So, on the OnlyFans note, I think we'll be all right.
I was going to say, it doesn't seem to have hindered your attention, shall we say? Because like the ones you're putting on your stories earlier was like, you're so fit. Things like that.
Like, you don't know how attractive you are. And I'm like, no, I don't. You need to go Specsavers, pal. I've got a dad bod and chippy tits. It's not funny when you can cut breasts like I can. Like, that shouldn't happen. Like, do you know what I mean? So I've got all this, but then I've got people messaging me like, just going, oh no, dad bod and chippy tits for the win. I'm like, each to their own. And people are like, is this boosting your ego? I'm like, no, it makes me feel people are weird. Like, just because I'm not an ugly guy. Like, I won't put myself in the dog ugly category. But some of the messages I'm getting, I'm like, I'm not that good looking. Like,
do you get the opposite end of the scale? Do you get people that reach out and be like, holy shit, this has made me do this, I go and get myself checked out, or this has, made me want to talk more about what I went through, or anything like that at all?
I had one DM. I won't say who it was, but I'll read it out. It made me cry. It was like one of the most powerful things I've ever read. It was straight after this morning, so this girl watched me on this morning.
Yeah.
And just sent me this. Let me try and find it. I think it's here.
It's for the porn and your fitness.
It's scrolling through all the.
Sorry, boys, might be a while.
All these tit pics I'm getting, which is, by the way, women are just as bad as men for unsolicited naked pictures. I'll 100% vouch for that. I've had so many, it's really weird. Like, when you open your phone and you're like, oh, vagina. Like, it's just like, what the fuck is that about? Like, it's getting really weird. Like, really, really weird.
Like that as well.
That's the opening clip for this week's show. Oh, vagina.
Vagina. But, like, it's so bad. So bad. It's just, I don't know. When women say, I don't know what makes you think I'm going to send a picture of this and you're going to be like, oh, really nice penis, let's reply to him. I have no idea what women are thinking, going, I'm going to send a picture of vagina and that's it, it's going to suck him right in. I'm like, yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
If you're sending me this picture, it's been around, right? So,
yeah.
Pass, thanks.
Suck me right in.
It's terrible. I'll tell you about a DM I had from someone who a Love Island contestant, like somewhat, it's really bad. So this is the nice one though. This is from a lovely woman who reached out on this morning, back from the vagina jokes. Let's back to sitting.
Yeah, sorry.
It's me as well. I take it on tangents.
We'll go back to that in a minute.
We'll go back. So she reached out. It was like 10 o'clock at night. So I just got home from this morning shoot. Hi, I just wanted to thank you for doing what you're doing. It's so important. Someone very close to me has gone through this, and none of us have even heard of it before. I would love to show him your page, but I'm not sure he's actually ready for that yet. However, if it had known if I now know what I know now, back then things might have been a bit more positive for him. I will show him so he's not alone when the time is right. The mental health side of things can often be more painful than the physical pain that remains. And we all know there's a stinging truth behind some of his wisecrack jokes. I can't express how emotional this makes me or how utterly amazed I am at him. Now I 100% know what he is going through and what he's been going through, and it's just sheer bravery. I'm in awe. Thank you for helping so many men out there. It's making me nearly cry now. With this, you are truly a hero. I replied, hey, appreciate the love and support. I didn't really know how to reply on that. And I just put, look, it's a tough diagnosis, no matter the situation. I find myself in a very dark place, self-medicated in situations, and that self-medicating will end me before the cancer was. And that's exactly where I was. I'm hoping he can pull through and see the wonderful side of ending conversations instantly by cracking a penis joke. I'm also not a hero. I'm far from it. But if I can just help one person with my videos, I've done a good job. But I love receiving messages like this. I really do appreciate it. And then we ended on the Thank you for taking the time to read and respond to me. I didn't think you'd even get my message. I really appreciate it. You truly are my hero, even if you don't think you are yourself.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
oh.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I get a lot of them. Yeah, bit mad. So it kind of makes me remember the things I'm doing and what actually the impact I'm having, because people do go through penile cancer. No matter what your age is, you'll keep it to yourself 100%. I had a man reach out to me, and I had a really good conversation with him. He told no one. The only person who knows is his wife. Can't really hide it from your wife, can you? But
No.
like his kids don't know, his friends don't know. The only other person he's told is when he messaged me on Instagram. So like, and he was messaging going, it's such a taboo, I don't want to raise it to anyone at all. But then watching your videos and you speaking so openly, and you don't give a shit what people think about you. You're just like, look, I've gone through this. This is my journey. Come and support me or don't. It's up to you. And it's helped him not open up. He's still not told anyone, but give him a space to come and release some of his stress or his tension. Because I don't care how old you are, if you've had all your cock chopped off, some of your cock chopped off, it's not okay. You're not going to be okay. So, yeah. So that's one end of the inboxes that are really nice. We get the really thirsty ones. Now, do you want to know the really brutal ones?
Yeah, go on.
This girl looks like she's a Love Island contestant. Prim and proper. Fake tangle or turkey teeth to the nines. Driving, like, I'm pretty sure if she carried a poodle in a handbag, you'll go, yeah, that suits her. I'm still laughing because it's hilarious. So she messaged me going, half a penile. And then I went, yeah. Like, yeah. What do you want to know with it? Let me look. It's right at the beginning. Like it was all a bit weird. Here we go. Got it. Half a PP. Yeah, half a PP. So I've replied. Now this I have to see. And I put, you're not going to take me for a drink first? And I went, in all honesty, not going to send it. But if we do drop an OnlyFans, you'll be the first to know. And then she went, I do not pay for pictures like this. I knew you'd be boring. All talk, no action. Would have stayed between us. All this, that's private, right? And I put, yeah, not the guy to throw a dick pic around, by the way. Here's where it gets funny. No, but you're the guy to spam 80,000 reels about it, then flirt with your 30-year-olds in your comments. So I replied, why would you rather message kids instead? Like, why are you kicking off and messaging 30-year-olds? I'm 33. What do you want me to do? Message 15-year-olds instead? Like,
So, what?
Can't win. Can you? Messaging girls your own age can't win. So, obviously, I'm trying to be an advocate, so I can't just go around throwing penis pictures around. I just can't do it. Yeah, but you're going to flirt with every girl in your comments. Okay. Tomato, tomato. Anyways, this was fun. I'll leave you to hit on your middle-aged women. So I replied, how do you feel that middle-aged women have seen my penis, but you haven't?
God, that just reeks of jealousy, doesn't it? Oh,
yeah, it does.
You can smell it from here.
Oh.
She put, yeah, okay, buddy, you're ugly as fuck. I only wanted to see it so I can laugh in the group chat.
Oh.
And then it finishes with, and by the way, I just wanted to show people how even cancer didn't think you were worthy enough to die, so they just informed you instead. And I replied going, oh, fuck, I really hit a button not sending a picture, didn't I?
Wow.
Oh, but not...
Oh, just
What?
me saying no for a dick pic. And then winding her up. I did wind her up saying about the middle-aged women seeing it and you don't. But then again, she's already given me so much shit before that, I wasn't just going to take it. So
There are some real pieces of fucking shit.
and then
as
I get
well.
that.
Wow.
And I posted it, right, as a reacting to my DMs. And I was giving her a couple of weeks to message me saying, sorry, I was having a bad day. She hasn't. So her name's getting leaked very soon.
Don't blame you. Don't
It's
fucking blame you.
I've looked at the law. It's not illegal because she sent me the messages, so I own that content. She chose to send them messages to me. I don't have to keep her identity a secret. So I'm not breaking any law by revealing who it is.
You
fucking
go,
blame.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
I've given her 2 weeks as well. I've literally given her 2 weeks to come and say sorry.
Fair play. Don't
Holy
blame me.
shit!
So-
Yeah,
Don't blame me in the fucking slightest.
you know, you said
Self-employed.
you know, you said you're not a hero. I think you just hit that category. Yeah.
It was the one I was really proud of is when she attacked me for hitting on middle-aged women. I was like, what do we do? Message kids? Like,
Yeah.
what else do you want me to do in that spot, right? Do you want me to message people my own age or 65? Do you want me to be Wayne Rooney? Like, who do you want me to be? Let me know.
I'll go back to that sperm bank and go and see Margaret, the nurse.
Tell you what, if it was Wayne Rooney, that'd be the day of my life, wouldn't it? Great.
Why does he fucking break in? I don't know where Steve Mates in my room. What are you doing, my missus?
You got me.
What really made me fucking laugh though is so I called my mum and told her what was going on because I found this all insane that you reached out and that we told her story and stuff about it, and I was like, you'll never guess what's fucking going on. Anyway, last week she sent me a post from OK magazine and she literally said, "Son, is this your penis guide?" But it wasn't. This is the story of Alistair Munro, who's come out. He's on BBC Two last week. He was on.
He was the other day, yeah.
Do you? I feel that you now talking about your story has now made other people start going, yeah, well, you know, I want to tell my story too. But he's gone for BBC.
So his would have been a lot before me, right? Because
I didn't read his story. I don't know.
So it's just had penile cancer. It was a partial penectomy, what they did with him. People, like, I got 1,000 DMs going, "Are you watching this?" I went, fuck no. I have to live with what they did with me. I don't want to watch it. Like, fuck off.
Don't be reminded. I've been there.
I look down and see what they've done. I don't need to know how they got there. I don't want to know the conversations they had over my cock. I do not want to be there. I'm just passed out on the bed. And they're like, "Oh, he's a big boy. Chop it off." Like, I don't want to know that. No, leave me alone.
It's fucking humbling.
Okay, what do they do when they take it off? Do they look at it going, like a golden chalice or something? Like, what knows? Nah, I'm all right. I'll pass. I will pass. So it's just like, nah, I'm good. I'm really good. But his story, again, he's an older guy. All the stories have been older. So there was a few people who told their stories. One of them reached out to me and said he did an article with one of the newspapers, like the Mirror, I think it was. They did his story like 3 weeks before mine, but they never. It was about to launch, and then mine launched. So the Mirror just went, "Oh no, we've like did the interview with me, then launched it the next day." So I kind of like jumped his queue. Like he messaged me going, "I thought it was my article, but it was about you," and I was like, sorry, mate. You just asked for my article. Like, no idea. And then that's when I realised I'm the poster boy here, aren't I? Like, I am the pioneer who comes out in a different way. Because everyone's messaging is a bit different. I'm the one who's like, ask me anything you fucking want. I'll answer it. Whether it's about sex, ejaculation, coming, how does it work? How does it function? What was it like going through it? Nothing's off limits with me. So I think the media's picked up on that and just ran with it. But yeah, I felt sorry for him because obviously he would have been dead excited that he did this interview and he's coming out, and then the Mirror just went bang, no, Stephen's first, which bit of a bummer, really. But again, he was an older gentleman. Again, I had someone reach out to me who had it at 29, and he's like, "I've not told anyone." Like, absolutely no one. And I talked to him. I'm quite close with him, so like we message all the time how we're feeling. I was acting, but he kind of went through the same sort of journey as me, just less of the extreme symptoms. So these younger people, I get it. Like 35-year-old reached out to me, 32, 31, 29. I'm still apparently the king of top trumps and hold that card of being the youngest at the moment. Like, do you know when you're in school, what do you want to be when you're older? A medical statistic was not my choice.
No.
Like, there you go, Mum. Proud of me. Made it. Sack it. But it is what it is. If using my stories gets out there to more viewers, to more people, like even to have an Instagram that's 7 weeks old and have more than 3 million profile visits, it's insane. Like I'm pushing on 10k followers as we speak in 7 weeks. Like it's practically unheard of without being famous or going immediate viral. Especially for me, because I literally just crack jokes and tell emotional stories. That's all I fucking do. I don't do dances or anything like that. I don't get my tits out. Or that might make me go viral.
I was about to say. Maybe this is
Do you want a diagram of my cock? Draw it in between my tits and be like, dun, 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 dun. See how it goes in there. But yeah, I've got the penis tour coming up, right? So I'm traveling around the cities in the north. I'm gonna wear a billboard. Go in, guess what cancer I had. You've got 3 guesses. And if you get it right, you get a bottle of Prosecco. Obviously, they've seen my story, they'll get it right. But I'm guessing 9 out of 10 people who haven't seen my story won't even guess what I've had. But then I've got the top trump. I've got a dildo, a 9-inch dildo I've cut in half. And I've put it in a jar and put Steven's jar so they can physically see how much I've lost, like, in person. Just in the middle of like Preston City Centre, like park up outside Town Hall. Do you want to see half a dildo? I'm normal. Please, I'm normal. But I'm going to do that. But I've got a sponsorship with a charity to do it as well, so they're paying for it. So it's like advertisement for that as well, so that's good. But then I'm also going to throw in there the before and after reactions, because I've got pictures of the before and afters, like what it was before, then what it's like after, and I want to get people's reaction to it as well. Is a first try. Get more followers. People want to see what it looks like there. And I'd be like, check my link for OnlyFans. It's an option, isn't it? If I want to make a quick mill, it's an option.
It's an option.
Have a card reader out.
Yeah. So by the time this goes out, if I end up sleeping with Bonnie Blue, don't blame me, okay? The money talks.
It's coming out Friday, so that's come quick.
That'll be a comedy podcast, won't it? My cock's have cancer and Bonnie Blue. On a side note, Bonnie Blue, you are amazing. What you do is you're an incredible person. That was just a joke. If you do want to bond with me, message.
That's the title of your sex tape.
It will be. Bang and the off is gone.
No.
But you're talking about like the stigma around it and the taboo around it, how people don't want to talk about it. How can we be having more of these conversations about these more, say, awkward sort of topics, even though it's not
just
awkward?
Just talk. Like, everyone's got a cock. Every man has got a cock. Like, you just have, right? Like, what you tell me about a penis is not going to shock me. Maybe if I turn around and went, I've got a 9-inch cock, most would be like, fucking hell. Bad back, mate. Like, but they're the reactions you're going to get. It's not like, I think with men, stereotypically, you have pissing contests, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you, mine's thicker than yours. And it's getting out of that stigma, like, who gives a shit? Like, the only people who actually care about size is men.
Yep.
Look, I've been big and now I've been small, right? I literally know the differences between the two. Sex is a lot more enjoyable now because I'm not panicking that I'm hurting people. Like, I took a girl's virginity with an 9-inch cock. God bless her. Like, I feel sorry for her now. Imagine following that up as well.
Yeah.
I always feel sorry about that. Like, but little things like that I'll have feelings for, right? But now I'm just like, Sam, I can just go to town. Like, I don't need to worry about any of that. So, yeah, it's stop having a pissing contest because I'll win, right? I'll win.
Yeah.
I'll have my cock chopped off at 26. I will win top trumps of every cock conversation you have, no to mine. And I'm not afraid to use it. I will use it.
Absolutely.
Get some light on me.
I think what you're doing is absolutely amazing, to be honest, because like you say, a lot of people won't talk about this, and you're using your platform, even only 7 weeks of having said platform, to help loads of different people, and it's absolutely amazing. It really is. So
thank you.
If you could send a message to men out there, I think this is a great way to start wrapping this up. People are hearing your story for the first time, or might be hearing this. What is a message you want them to take away from the story?
It doesn't matter how you feel about yourself. You just have to be yourself, and that'll make you the man you need to be. I think everyone's got this perfect man in their head, and everyone's definition is different, right? Like you have the manosphere at the moment who are just plebs, like dicks. But like you also have the people who think you need to be a gym buff instead and wake up at 6 and splash cold water on your face. Now, fuck that. If I'm awake at 6, it's not my problem. My son's woke me up and I'll be pissed off. Like, leave me alone. But I genuinely think the perfect definition is if you're comfortable in your own skin and you can be yourself, it doesn't matter how much of a manly man you are, how much of a feminine man you are a man and you are your man. And that at the end of the day is the most important thing advice I can give to any man. From my perspective, I was the egotypical guy. I would wear grey sweatpants without boxers, knowing what I was doing in September. Like, I just would. And now I see guys doing it, and I'm like, you're not even big enough to do that. Like, I wasn't borderline big enough to do that. I was big. So, like, it's just be comfortable. I'm very comfortable in myself now. I could walk into a bar, see the fittest bird, like the most attractive woman. I will go and try and chat her up. I'll know she'll say no. Way out of my league, but I'll try. I'll crack a joke. I don't ever feel what half penis feels like. You want to try? Most intriguing chat line you're ever going to get, by the way. No one can follow that.
They really can't. Incredible.
But be yourself, and then you'll be the man you need to be. That is the biggest advice I can give any man, I think.
Absolutely. Mr. Stevens, do you have any more questions for our wonderful guest?
I do. I was wondering if you would ever, I know you said you wanted to do a comedy tour, stand-up comedy tour. I think was one thing we talked about in the DMs. And you said you're going to go around the towns and the cities and stuff like that. And obviously with your dildo jar. Would you ever write a book? Before you answer that question, I've written you a title.
Oh, God.
Go on.
Okay. So if you do write a book, can you call it What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Shorter?
I've never been so proud to have you as a co-host. That is fucking beautiful.
The worst bit is, I read that in tune. So you were reading it, and I was like, "What doesn't kill you makes you shorter." That could be my theme tune coming out of the
it could.
tour if I do one as well. Oh my God. Right, don't copyright it. I'm going to do it for you. I'm Robin.
It's all yours. It's all yours, mate.
There you go. Take it. I'll take it. It's been amazing. Because someone did use something similar. Someone was like, I've lost half my cock, but I'm twice the man I used to be. And I was like, it's too sentimental. Like, yours is just comedy gold. What doesn't kill you makes you shorter. That's fucking hilarious.
That's fucking incredible.
To be fair, someone topped it the other day. Someone called my cock a Oompa Loompa because it was short and flat. And I was just like, oh my God, you're right.
I hope it's not orange or green hair.
Well, all I need to do is pop it in someone with fake tan, and you never fucking know what colour it's coming out, do you? So you just sat there going, okay. I love that. Right, I've literally just wrote that down as well. Pen in hand.
Stephen,
sorry. On a book, we'll see what happens. Like, we'll see where the career goes or where I'm going to take it. I think from what I've gauged from the reactions, I know this is going somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's comedy, whether it's just being an advocate, whether it's OnlyFans, whether it's porn star, like it's got an opportunity to go anywhere. So I think a final book at the end, like my retirement fund, just be like The Life of Steven. It's a weird one. It's a roller coaster, a lot of ups and downs and cutting offs. It's just gotta be there. So,
Strap yourselves in.
Yeah.
Get that seatbelt on.
Start strapping in. I might do a mold and start selling it as a strap on. Do like a mold and like Steven's prosthetic. Let's go.
Steven, where can people find you out in the world? Plug social medias, whatever it may be.
Instagram. I'm on Instagram, The Real Steven Stories. I'm over on TikTok, Steven Hamill Stories. Instagram gets the same videos as TikTok. The only benefit, if you like, I go live a couple of times a week just to have a chat to the community. It's very more mental space there. So a lot of people join who are going through cancer doing that, and we support each other a lot. Instagram's the more funny side of things. So if you want to hear me crack jokes and post weird stories like my reactions, then Instagram's the place to go. But apart from that, yeah, Instagram will be where all the links get posted if we decide to do new things.
Incredible. This has been absolutely amazing hearing your story. I really appreciate you reaching out to us, wanting to come on. It feels weird to say this has been so much fun considering what we've been talking about, but it has. So
I've had a great time. And by the way, I've gone darker and darker because
You
obviously it's
have.
a natural light. It's genuinely like death is taking me back in 2019, isn't it? Like, certain amount of time you got left, I'm just going darker. Like a scary movie.
I thought you were the new head of Red Dwarf.
Oh, mate, it's hello, people. But I like it because it's this has been like I've done a lot of media, right? I've done a lot of media. I've not done one where no holds have been barred before. And I can just I've laughed from start to finish. It's been a great time. So I'm really glad I reached out. I'm really glad we connected and we made it happen.
Yeah, 100%. We like I said, we did shit ourselves, but we were thankful because I didn't open the message, and I was like, "Fucking hell, Jack." Because Jamie was like, "Have you seen the message?" I was like, "Yeah, I haven't opened it yet." And he goes, "Read it, it's fine." And I was like, "Okay." I was thinking you were going to come down here, beat the because like we like to have fun and have a laugh and have a joke, but at the same time be also like, but this is shit. Make sure you actually go and get checked out.
Yeah.
Like, make sure you actually do it. But let's have a bit of a laugh at the same time.
Oh no, and that's the best way of doing it. Where are you guys based?
I'm in Birmingham.
Sadly, I'm down in Camberley, Surrey, just below Reading, west of London.
Oh, the shit part.
Yeah, so I actually I was in London, but I met my missus who lives here, so I moved here, and it's all right.
Oh, okay, this what misses though. That's a little flex, isn't it? Met my missus.
Yeah, sorry. But I wasn't trying to rub that in or anything. Jamie, don't tell him. I was totally.
It's all right. The 65-year-old did that for me back in the day, so I'm all right.
Yeah.
So I'm in Birmingham filming on Saturday.
Oh, amazing.
The part of the penis tour, the before and afters, where a few of us are going out and get a drink like influencers. Well, I'm not an influencer, by the way. I'm really not. But a few of them are. So we're going out for a few drinks, and I'm just going to walk up to people saying, "Can I interview you for a second? Do you want to see what half a penis looks like before and after?" Can you just sign this non-disclaimer, though, that you won't tell anyone about it? So, yeah, I'm shooting with you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This has been so much fun. Thank you again. Really, really well.
I'm getting a bad back getting closer to the screen.
Yeah,
Can we sign off? Can we sign off now?
Yeah, definitely. I've got work in 35 minutes. I didn't realise the time.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you were working tonight. Sorry, mate.
It's all right.
My bad. Steve, mate, thank you so much, dude. Like, massively appreciate it. I take it you're not coming all the way down to London. Well,
London.
right.
I think I'm in London. I think it's in a few weeks. I'm actually in London.
Okay.
I've got
I'll
a
definitely
podcast
try
in London, so yeah, well maybe.
Oh, nice.
Go for a pint.
Yeah, let us know. Sounds good. Been great.
Yeah.
My friend, have a superb rest of your evening. Thank you so much.
You have a great evening, and thank you for
You
having me
too,
on.
fella. Pleasure. Thank you so much. We'll speak to you soon. Take it easy.
See you later,
See you later,
guys.
mate. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 260th edition of the Chronicles of Podcast, the Chronicles of Steven Hamill. Yes, it's a whole conversation about dick.
Yep, pretty much.
A genuine 1 hour and a half interview all about penis. But fascinating. Steven is a lovely, lovely human. We had a lot of fun, even though he's told his story 15 million times. Getting to hear it properly in person, like talk to him, was wild. Absolutely wild. So please, if you haven't, please go and check out the interview with Steven, because it's going to blow your mind if you haven't heard the story before.
Yes, it is.
But, go on, Jim.
I was going to say, it feels weird how much fun we had on that interview, considering the topic of said interview.
Yeah, got to raise that awareness. You got to talk about that sort of
Absolutely.
stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it needs to be talked about.
Absolutely.
But still, if we could all turn to chapter 46, that would be great. Page 264 of your books. It is very important. I feel this is very apt. I feel this is a very intricate piece of text that everybody needs to be bringing into their own lives. And it really makes you think, okay? Words, like violence, break the silence. Come crashing in to my little world. painful to me, pierce right through me. Can't you understand? Oh, my little girl. All I ever wanted and all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. Not in this sentence. They can only do harm. And I feel that the words of Depeche Mode really need to bring you all into this sort of safe space, because the safe space is here in my arms.
Oh, I like that. I like that. It's
Yeah.
very, very therapeutic in one way. I enjoyed that.
But in my head, this whole time before we started this recording, I was going, all I ever wanted and all I ever needed is here in my... I kept doing that, and I was like, I don't want to give it away, because, the whole point is to watch you go, because obviously lyrics been spoken at you, in a sort of churchy sort of vibe way. I know how much you love that word. That's why I always say it. Yeah.
I love that one. I got it quite early, but I wasn't 100%. And as soon as you're like, all over, I was like, knew it. Fucking guess I got it right. It is one of those songs, though, as soon as you hear it, you instantly feel like you have to sing it like the singer of Depeche Mode.
Yes.
It's one of them. Yeah.
What also really got me was, what did Kelly call them? She either called them Depeche or Depeche, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Depeche is one of the greatest words I've ever heard in my life. But still, it was fucking excellent. She also asked me a few weeks ago, can we go to cinema to watch 2 Story 5? Sorry, 5 Story 2. And I was like, do you mean Toy Story 5? And she's like, yeah, fucking, I don't know what's wrong. It's like her brain just malfunctioned. Yeah, just like
Spoonerism, then that.
Yeah, it's like, can we watch 2 Story 5? I was like, 2 Story 5? Do you mean Toy? And she went, no, 5 Story 2. I was like, oh my god, are you okay?
It's not even 2. It's Toy.
It was absolutely fantastic. It was so funny. Anyway, I know how much you love football. It radiates off you. It's just oozes out of you. It's just a really big Jamie topic.
Oh, it is. I know everything.
So, you obviously are very aware of the absolute rivalry and hatred between Arsenal and Tottenham, right?
Sure.
Anyway, they fucking cannot stand each other. They're only about 5 miles apart. They're not very far apart from each other. Obviously, that's the classic thing. If your football club is next to another one really closely, you absolutely despise each other. So, Arsenal, about a week or so ago, qualified for the Champions League final.
Right.
Okay? For the first time since 2006.
Oh.
Okay? So, they're all losing their shit, losing their mind. They're off to Hungary. The final's in Budapest. Okay? They're being joined by Paris Saint-Germain, who beat Bayern Munich. Anyway, so I cannot stress to you people how fucking stupid this is.
Oh, God.
If you're ever going to do anything like this, never, ever post the full thing.
Oh, God, where's this going?
An Arsenal fan was seen online bragging about booking his hotel in Budapest for the UEFA Champions League final last summer for £186, all in for 2 nights. He posted the reservation number online, so a Spurs fan called up and cancelled the booking. The hotels are now over £1,000 a night. Have a great trip.
Oh, my God. I mean, why would you be that stupid to post that online?
Yeah, why are you posting the whole fucking reservation online, you moron?
And 2, what a dick that Spurs fan is.
Well, they don't like each other, do they? At all.
But God, that's a real dick move.
So the guy wrote, never in doubt, in Arteta we trust. £186 for the hotel if you believed in the summer. It's £1,200 now. And then a Spurs fan put, enjoy your trip. Hi, thanks for your email. We can confirm we've now cancelled your booking. Best regards.
The fact they actually commented with what they've done as well, that's a big old pair of brass balls. Fair play.
I mean, it's a really, really, really dickhead move to do that.
It is.
But don't post your reservation online. No. Like, why would you do... Some people post tickets for NFL or rugby in groups that I'm in with the whole thing, and everyone's like, you might want to cover that QR code up. Like, you might want to... Like, exactly. People just don't think, do they, Jamie?
No. This is the problem with the world. No one
Don't-
thinks.
It's like human evolution is now going backwards.
Yep.
It's like we've gone as far as we can go, and now we're off the other way. It just, yeah, you don't need to prove it.
Oh.
They don't need to be like, I see, I got £506. Look, what do you mean it's cancelled? What?
I bet that guy's livid.
Oh yeah, and I totally get it. But also, don't post your reservation online.
What? It?
How stupid can you
I
be?
wonder if he managed to sort anything. Oh my god. Oh,
So-
I bet he's livid. Oh, I feel sorry for him, but at the same time, like, you're an idiot. You asked for that. It's, yeah. Fucking hell.
I just, people will go to any lengths to do anything.
That's what you get for bragging, my friend.
So before we hit story time with Tom,
Ooh.
I want to bring something up that you mentioned about a month or so ago. You watched WrestleMania 42, correct?
I did.
And you expressed your love of George Kittle.
I did. Yes, he was ace.
Do you want to love him even more?
Sure.
George Kittle made a post yesterday. He's been rehabbing. He's been recovering. I think he tore his ACL quite near the end of last season. Anyway, George Kittle is the ultimate husband. That's all I can say. All right. He posted this yesterday. At 4 a.m. this morning, as I laid in a deep slumber, I was called to action by my wife, who had discovered the spider the size of $50 in the bathroom. Without hesitation, I arose to combat the intruder. Claire handed me the slant board I'd been using for rehab, and I immediately knew the spider had no chance. It took but one attempt to strike down my opponent. I received hugs and kisses for my bravery and fell back asleep with confidence. Have a day, gentlemen.
Go on, George, protecting that house.
I
4
know.
a.m. Any intruder. Doesn't matter if they're very, very small or...
What an absolute hero of the highest order. I'd love to, I know I'd feel safe being married to George.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? He's there, he's protecting his own, and I love it,
He's going through rehab and he's still protecting his family.
Yeah.
Just
The
legend.
man, he could just do no wrong. He could do absolutely no wrong. Yeah, so I thought I'd just bring that piece of information to your attention. I felt you'd really appreciate a bit of a Kittle update. So
I do enjoy that. I do like George Kittle. I don't know anything about what he does, but I like him.
he plays tight end for the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm
we
hoping
go.
to draft him this season. So
Okay.
anyway, Jamie, it's time for story time with Tom. So obviously I've been bringing news stories to you on the weekly. This story is about 1.5 years old, but the sheer dedication that this took, I kind of want to bow down and worship and say I'm not worthy, but they're not human, so I would feel a bit weird doing so.
Okay.
A male humpback whale travelled 8,000 miles for sex.
Fair play. That's
Okay.
a long distance, but yeah.
It's a very long distance just to go and get some. But you know what I mean? I mean, I worship this whale's courage, his dedication to the cause, the fact that he would go to those extreme lengths just to find a mate. I think it's absolutely adorable, cute, and what an absolute legend of a whale.
Did you really need to go that far, though? Surely there was someone closer.
Well, let's read the news article, shall we?
Okay. Oh, there's more information.
A male humpback whale crossed 3 oceans for sex, inadvertently breaking distance record for the species. A male humpback whale swam 8,106 miles, that's 13,000 kilometres, from the Pacific to the Indian Ocean, mingling with other whale populations and potentially having sex with them along the way. This is a new study that's been shown. This news article is from December 2024, so this is why I'm saying it's about The whale's journey is the longest great circle distance between 2 sightings ever recorded for the species. Scientists said, Great circle distance refers to the shortest distance between 2 points on Earth as measured on the planet's spherical surface. Spherical, might I add, flat earthers? Beginning off the coast of Colombia in the eastern Pacific Ocean and ending off the coast of Zanzibar in the southwest Indian Ocean, the whale's odyssey took it 8,106 miles across the globe. The whale likely swam eastward from Colombia, riding on prevailing currents in the Southern Ocean and potentially visiting humpback whale populations in the Atlantic Ocean. Said study co-author Ted Cheeseman. He must be a very, I'm an absolute Cheeseman as well. I really love cheese. Me and Braden were talking about stinking bishop yesterday. He is a doctoral student at Southern Cross University, Australia, and director of Happy Whale, an image database where the researchers collected evidence for the study. This was a very exciting find. The kind of discovery where our first response was that there must be some error, Cheeseman told Live Science. I love that they call him Cheeseman now. Brilliant. Together with the astounding mileage, one of the most important findings from the study was that the whale dropped in on several humpback whale populations along the way, exploring further afield than any other humpback whale known to science, Cheeseman said. Humpback whales usually follow very consistent migration patterns, moving between feeding grounds in cold waters near the poles and breeding areas close to the tropics. The whales are known to swim more than 5,000 miles in the north-south direction every year, but they don't tend to travel far in the east-west direction and generally don't mix with other populations. I love the idea that this whale's gone, fuck it, I'm gonna start new trends. I'm gonna mix with other population. I don't give a shit. Well, fuck what you say, Mum. I'm going west. I'm going east.
I don't know why, but in my head, this whale is like Forrest Gump. And then one day, I went swimming and just carried on going.
That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run.
It's incredible, isn't it?
That's amazing.
The cross-ocean journey observed in the new study shows the humpback whale migrations are more flexible than researchers previously thought. While scientists have occasionally recorded similar migrations before, such as the case of the female humpback whale that swam 6,100 miles from Brazil to Madagascar, the male in the new study has set a new distance record while travelling from one breeding area to another. We've been able to document normal behaviour, which provides important insight into humpback whales. Humpback whales ecology, study lead author, Ekaterina Kashlinikova, a biologist working within the Tanzania something else, can't say that, and the Barazuto Centre for the Scientific Studies in Mozambique. The discovery is based on photographs the research took between 2013 and 2022, and which they subsequently posted on Happy Whale. The pictures showed the same sexually mature male in 2 locations off Colombia, then 5 years later in Zanzibar, each time in the company of a competitive group. A group of whales in which a female is closely guarded by a male principal escort, and other males compete for access to her, Kashnikova said.
Access to her. That's not a nice way of wording it, is it?
No.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a negative Nancy Mr. Doubtboy here, but they're doing all this off photography. How the fuck can they tell the difference between one whale and another?
Yeah, there's obviously something we don't know. There's obviously something that they know that we don't. Maybe they tag them. Maybe they've got certain... You know how Mark Hoffman was saying about how they photo things off to make sure they're real? Maybe that's what they do as well.
Maybe. It's like, I thought it was tracking when you originally talked, but when you're just saying that about photographs, I'm like, what is this? What, this guy got a special tattoo they recognise him by? Like, what?
Well, is it top like?
Like, yeah, it's... I mean,
isn't it another one? He's got another one. Who's this? Is that Cindy? What's Cindy doing? Bloody hell! Fucking look at Cindy! Fucking slag. She's getting away with fucking David, Henry, and Clive.
I mean, I just really now he's like the legend himself has turned 100 years old. I think this needs to be one of Attenborough's final projects. Just talking about this Wales adventure.
It needs to be the final project, not one, the final project. Attenborough's there like, fuck it, I'm too old now. I'll just go and do like, look at him get in there. Go on, son.
Wales on tour, lads.
And now we see Clive entering the Pacific Ocean. He is after some of that, I can't believe we're going to say this, after some of that whale poontang. He absolutely loves it. He has gone from the Pacific to the Southern to the Atlantic, now to the South Indian Ocean. Like, just, he is trying some of that poontang, as the kids call it, from each of the 7 oceans, or however many there are. That's continents, but still. All right, geographic people, sorry. I mean, it's just making its way through.
Something about Attenborough saying poontang.
Can you say that anymore? Do people?
I don't think you could say it originally, to be fair, but people still did.
Can people still say that? Is that a horrible word?
To be honest, I can't think of any word that doesn't just sound weird to me. So, yeah.
We'll just call it pie.
But The Rock in the 90s.
You know about the strudel, baby. Sorry, I just like
I'm looking at The Rock strudel.
phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Oh,
What a legend, though, to swim that far just to get some.
absolute hero. I mean,
But it sounded like he
dedication.
was getting some on the way at the same time, like he was just,
Wales on tour. Yeah, I love it.
secreting himself in every part possible, just like, what I mean, giving him some of that whale jizz as far as the eye or eyes could see. They are big fuckers, though. How do whales have sex? Like, how do they? Was one go outside?
Yeah, I think one goes like. I have seen a video of it. I don't know why.
Well, no. You obviously do. Please tell.
No, I think it was like a documentary program. I can't say it's something I Googled, to be honest. Yeah, it's not something I look up in my spare time.
Can we look at Jamie's Pornhub history, please? Can we get that up? I'd like to know.
But I think it is
Whales,
like
giraffes, hippos, dogs.
Giraffes, that must be weird.
Into oceanality. There's a place off Ocean Avenue where Jamie sits there and watches Pornhub and finds what you can see, from the
Whatever it was, yellow card said.
Every time you hear that song, you just start jacking off. Oh, I said the word ocean. Oh, Jesus. Gets me going, that does. Starfish, fuck, don't mention that. Put it in my ass.
Starfish on the chocolate starfish, thank you.
Octopus, so they got sucker sauce up there, somewhere.
Smitch is going to start crying if he isn't.
For the second week running, we are going to massively apologise. Callum's been away, and we didn't know. He's been at some conference. He apologised to us yesterday for the fact that he missed last week, and told us that he would get on it and have something ready for us for this week. He's not here. So we apologise again that he is not here. He's a very, very busy boy. I think he gets busy by the day. So sadly, Callum is not here again this week. And he also won't be here next week because we're not here next week.
Yeah.
So Jamie is on holiday next week. So there's an interview, but there's no show. So we're still coming out. We'll still be here, but just not in the show form.
Kicking a woman to death because she was dressed as a goth.
2007. A young girl attacked simply for how she looked. Over 20 years later, people are still judging, still targeting, and it is still happening to this day.
Together, we can be the difference. Together, we can stamp out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere.
We just need to work together and keep on the good fight.
So, Jamie, how the fuck are you?
I'm good. I brought a few things as well myself.
Oh, shit.
I
Okay.
brought 3 things.
Oh.
But they're 3 small things, to be fair.
So you got 3 things, yeah?
Yep. I fucking knew that was coming. First off, there's been some some terrible news come out of Hollywood. You know we love to rip on Fast and the Furious on this show and how...
Don't tell us another movie.
Oh, no, there isn't another movie. Don't worry, there's no movie. NBC, Universal and Vin Diesel have confirmed 4 live-action series.
He did it again.
He did
it again. 4. And then he posed and went, fuck. Yeah. Fucking excellent.
4 live-action series based on Fast and the Furious.
Why?
Do not know.
What more could you do with the car that goes quick?
I don't know.
This is insane.
I could almost understand doing a show as a spin-off. There could be storylines to this show that I don't understand past going brum brum in a car. Fair enough. But 4? Why?
Well, maybe they're tying it all off. Who knows?
Fuck knows. There isn't any details. That's literally it. It's just he's turned up and gone, yeah, we're making 4 live-action TV series. Bye.
Season 1 Porsche, Season 2 Lamborghini, Season 3 Peugeot.
Season 4 Ford Focus. Off we go. No idea what the hell this is going to be about. But yeah,
okay,
it's still going.
That's fine. I'm just not going to watch it.
No, was it 12 films they did?
I don't know, but I know I haven't watched any of them, so I'm going to keep my opinions to myself.
I think I watched the Hobbs and Shaw spin-off one, and I think that was it. I don't even know why I watched that one. I'm thinking about it, but yeah, that's it. I couldn't tell you anything else about it. Never seen a single bloody one of them. I also found, my love for Britishness and things that are just so painfully British. Now, this is a story that I read today, but it's something that happened in the 90s. So I couldn't check this actually happened. So I'm going to have to take their word for it. But it's beautiful. So back in the 90s, in a Devon village, 41-year-old Neil Simmons started hooting into the garden after hearing what he thought was a tawny owl. When he got hoots back, he believed he'd struck up a nightly conversation with a bird and even kept a logbook of their exchanges. It's quite beautiful. Turns out the owl was actually his neighbour, 58-year-old Fred Corns, who was doing the exact same thing from his own garden.
Phenomenal.
The mix-up reportedly went on for about a year before their wives compared notes and realised what was going on. Simmons later admitted he felt like such a twit when the truth came out.
Surely, though, right? Okay, let me just try and debunk this straight away. They would clearly talk, right? They live next to each other. Surely they would have some kind of... Wouldn't they have said, "Oh my God, I talked to an owl at night"? And you go, "Oh God, me too."
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Boom, done. Right, next.
But saying that, I don't talk to my neighbour, so I don't know.
I don't talk to anyone.
Yeah, depends how close they are. I just love the idea that both.
You said their wives.
Yeah.
Their wife. Yeah. Yeah. So they've obviously got some interaction, but I don't know what. How would they know what the exchanges were? Like, what are they writing down? I said who, and what I got in return was who. Couldn't believe it. 4 who's in one go. I was blown away. So I returned the conversation with who, and I got. Who? I was like, oh, wow. I mean, you've got some right detail there. Let me write that down. Bloody hell, let me write that. Who, you say? Perfect, yeah. So, who. And then in return, I got backwards, who. Oh. I was like, oh, yeah. I thought I could speak owl. And then what happened was the insane asylum came over and put me in a straitjacket. It was really weird. And I was really good and I didn't get to speak to my owl friends anymore. Fuck me, what?
I mean, keep in mind, this was the 90s. So, there wasn't as much entertaining things to do of an evening other than lean out your window and talk to an owl who's actually a neighbour, I guess.
Oh, hang on. I need to go talk to my owl. But first, let me just take all this ecstasy that I love taking on a daily basis. I'll enjoy that first. I'll go and speak to fucking Fred out in the tree. Jesus Christ.
If this is true, I absolutely love it. I just love the idea they both think they're talking to an owl. And actually, they're talking to each other.
Where'd you find this story, Jamie?
My favourite place for news articles, Lad Bible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they're just trying to get a payday out of
that. Like I said, there's no way I could validate it, but I took it for what it is, and I was like, if this is true, it's fucking wonderful.
It can't. I don't think it is personally, but
it's
I want to see what the journal said.
I know, right? That's what I want to read.
Who. My favourite song's Pinball Wizard.
I just want to know how it started. Like, one guy leans out his window, just randomly does owl noises. The other one's like,
yeah, hey, clearly that's where the band got their name from.
Who, Pinball? I just got that. Fuck's sake.
Fuck, Jesus. Welcome, mate. Welcome to the show. Fucking hell.
Oh.
I realised you didn't get it. You just laughed and I started on something else. I was like, nah, you've not got what I've just said.
No, I just randomly thought you said Pinball Wizard.
Get out.
Yeah. Sorry. I
don't want to show you anymore.
Rude. And my third and final thing I'll bring up this week was more of a memory I had. I was watching a TV show with a kid and it reminded me of this. Do you remember that weird fad about 10, 12 years ago where people like to get fish to eat the dead skin off their feet?
Yes.
Oh!
Why was this a thing?
Because it's not therapy. What am I word I'm looking for? It just made your feet soft and it's good for you.
Yeah. Where did they all go?
What, the fish or the skin?
But no, I mean, like this is the thing, wasn't it? Like everywhere was doing it, and all of a sudden, You never see it anymore.
I don't know. Maybe it's not clinically right. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just really odd fad. Did you ever do it?
No.
I did.
Why?
I can't remember where we were now. I think I was with Becky, and I think it was my dad and his wife, and they were my dad's wife was like, "Oh, that's how they do that thing. Should we go do it?" And I was just like, "What?" Like, I'm intrigued. Fuck it, let's go. Did feel nice, but afterwards my feet felt lovely. I'll probably do it now.
Yeah, it's the whole point. It's probably
yeah,
some like
yeah.
therapy masseuse type shit.
Just such a weird. Who finds that out? This is the thing that I always wondered. Who finds out that this works? Like, such a weird concept.
Can't tell you, mate. No idea. Never done it. Never really fancied having it. I'm surprised you didn't turn into one.
I'd turn into a fish.
Yeah, got bitten by it. He turned it. That's probably where it's happened.
Weirdest fucking superhero ever.
No, but like zombies, not superheroes, like zombies. You don't get bitten by one, you turn into one. Maybe they found out that the fish eating the feet were turning everyone into fish. They stopped doing it. They got rid of them all, killed them all, done, wiped out.
Maybe they did just suddenly disappear overnight, and no one found out why.
So
Area 51 sort of shit. Yeah, I like that idea.
Is that what it is? That's such a load of shit.
Now, Reform want to know about the aliens. Still can't.
Anyway, Jamie, how you doing? You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm absolutely shattered. Nights mixed with one day off since we last recorded. My brain has turned to mush.
That's why we're talking about fucking fish. Where'd the fish gone?
It's because I was watching a program with the kid earlier, and it was in that. And I was like, that was a thing, wasn't it? I remember this.
It probably still is.
I wonder if it is.
I'm surprised you researched that before you brought it.
Probably. I don't know. I just wanted to see if you remembered it, if I was going mad or not. Yeah. Tell us, audience, do you know where the fish went? I want to know. But yeah, other than being tired, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I think you should get some fucking sleep. Yeah, I'm fine. I am fine. I had a lecture today that was like my exam prep. So I feel a little bit better about it. There was a medical emergency at the same time, so I couldn't. I felt really bad, right? Because someone was having a medical emergency and they got brought into the staff room where I was doing my lecture and it just started. And there were like fuck loads of people talking and I couldn't hear. So I literally just went. I just put my headphones on really slow, like I'm just going to ignore that and just do this.
To be fair, if there was loads of people in there, then it was under control. I think you were fine.
Yeah. They only hit their head. Anyway, so don't get me started. So that was going on. But I managed I did a practice paper yesterday and I did 15 questions and I got 2 wrong. And I was like, do you know what? That's actually not bad.
That's good.
And that's one subject, part of my unit 1. So I don't know, man. It's 2 weeks tomorrow. I am a bit like, fucking hell. But he was there going, guys, it's actually really hard to not get in. Like, as long as you've done the work, you can't go wrong because everything is marks. You know what I mean? So the writing, the working out, like, it's not just the answer, it's how you get there. So if you just write as long as you're writing this the right thing, or even if it's wrong, you'll still get marks. So, and the fact that I got 2 wrong out of 15 that one I did yesterday, and the 2 questions that I was asked, I haven't done research on, I haven't learned. So I was a bit like, okay, so that's not too bad. If it's an 100-mark question, I only got to get 40 more marks in 4 other areas. It's not that bad. No. So, it's kind of made me go like, okay, I think we're okay.
I just find it mad that all this is just to get to start the course itself. Yeah. It's not even part of the course yet.
Yeah, but essentially, I've just done all of year 1 in 5 months.
That's mad.
And then the exams have to get into year 2. So I am jumping a year. So they've gone, here's all of year 1. And you go, oh, fucking hell, hello. In a space of 5 months. So it's just a bit like, oh, shit. But I think I keep forgetting that a lot of the people I think are younger than me. So they're all going, can I schedule time to cry and stuff like that? I'm like, funny, but I'm not sat there going, do you know what I mean? I'm just like, okay, well, this is what's going to come up. It's fine. If I think about it logically, so I was doing lateral displacement and horizontal displacement yesterday. I was doing refraction at a plane surface. how light enters an item and then leaves an item and the angles it and the direction, the path it takes. And I was just like, that's that. And the formulas, I just remember off the top of my head, I was like, okay, maybe it is going in. Tonight after this, I'm doing prisms. Oh, fucking hell, kill me now.
Oh, God.
They're the worst. They're so funny because everyone hates them. Even people that are fully qualified fucking hate them as well. Really, really makes me laugh. So that's a very, 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 very long way of being like, mate, I think I'm all right. I'm very much looking forward to my day off tomorrow, put it that way.
It's like, considering you've been doing a lot of panicking and worrying, for you to turn around and be like, yeah, I'm all right. I think I got this. That's good. We like this.
Yeah, I'm glad that I'm starting to feel a bit more comfortable the closer it's getting. I'm also, do you know what, right? When June 15th hits and I've done my practical, I'm not going to know what to do with myself.
No.
I'm going to be like, cool, well, I guess we're all done here then. There's nothing else to learn.
Any lectures on board?
No, God, no. It's festival season, isn't it? No, because come September 1st, game over.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's sorry, my watch is going fucking insane because it keeps telling me that I've got the same notification 5 times in a row there. Yeah, so what's been going on, man?
Not a massive amount. Like I said, I've mostly been Rihanna. I've had one day off since we recorded. And on that day off, I went to go see the kids, which was nice because I hadn't seen them for a couple of weeks. I took them out. We went to go to the cinema and we went to go watch Michael, which I did not expect them to choose as a film they wanted to see, but there they are. They did. And it was really good. It was really, really good. It wasn't quite what I was expected. It only covered like a small portion of his career. It ended at like I think it was the Bad Tour where it ended the film. But yeah, really, really good. If you look into it, like do your research, there's quite a lot wrong or out of place timeline wise. So don't go into it going, I want a historical documentation of Michael's life. But if you're going to be entertained, it's fucking great. Javar Jackson, who plays Michael, is absolutely incredible. Coleman Domingo plays his dad, is phenomenal. Like, I wanted to just punch him in the face because he's such an asshole. And I was like, wow, you've played him really well. I agree. But phenomenal film. Anyone wants to go see it or is sitting on the fence about it, go watch it. It is really, really good. What made me laugh at the end, when he's on the Bad Tour, you look at pans out and in the background, there's a guitar player with a giant blonde haircut. I was like, hey, I know who that's supposed to be. I was like, that's pretty cool that she was in it. But yeah, really good. What else?
You don't have to watch it, anyone, because he's just told you what it had, so it's all good.
Hardly. Yeah, shockingly, spoilers, it's a film about Michael Jackson.
I've got a guy, as a guy at work, right? This is so funny. He was telling me about a movie. What movie? The Last Duel with Adam. Is it Adam Driver? Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah. And Mark Wahlberg, and it's some medieval movie about betrayal and cheating, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, he was like, "You should rewatch it. It's really good. It's really good." And I can't believe that happens in the end. And I went, "I just watch it now." He literally told me the whole movie, and I was like, "Okay, cool." But he does it. He does it all the time, even though he knows I hate spoilers. He was like, "Yeah, so it's quite good with this and quite good with that and stuff." And then when that happened, in the end, I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll watch it now."
So what's the point if you know what's going to happen?
Yeah. But he's so bad for it.
Fuck's sake.
So bad for it. It just, yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. Don't watch that now.
Carrying on my Royal Rumble rewatches, I'm on Royal Rumble 1995. I'm on like the first match. It's been good. I love watching these back. I love the Royal Rumble. I really do. Like, there's just so many great wrestlers that turn up. I'm like, I forgot you existed. Even I watched in '94. Mantar turns up. I was like, fuck yeah, I forgot about Mantar. Man, half Minotaur or whatever. It was weird gimmick, very weird gimmick. Basically, just a human cow. It was odd. Yesterday, your face. I'll have to show you a picture of Mantar. It's great. Yesterday, I had my second session for my comedy training, which is still going really well. We teamed off into pairs. We had to basically come up with, because we had to write a list of ideas last week, and then we're sort of developing on those a little bit this week and sort of talking in pairs about ideas we've had and whatnot. The person I was with said my ideas were really good and got a few laughs. I was like this. The first, but to give an example of what we had to do, though, he gave us a topic each to start off with, just to give us an example of what we got to do. And Turt was like, "Tell us how shit your hometown is." And she was telling us that, really funny. And then when it's my turn, it was like, "Tell us how shit your job is." I literally, by the time it finished, went, that was really funny. There's some great things you could put into your act there, but you need therapy and a new job. I was like, I think you might be right on that one. Yes, I think
Do you feel better?
I did feel a little bit better to getting it all off my chest, to be honest. Yeah, it was just really funny the way it ended. She was like, you needed to get that off your chest, didn't you? I was like, I don't know how much I can get away with putting any of that in my set, but yeah, looking forward to it. It's been really fun. Annoyingly, next week is the first week of joke writing, and I'm off next week because obviously I'm not here. I'm in Weymouth, so that's a little bit annoying. But someone's going to write notes for me and email them over, etc. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. I've not done anything. I've been working constantly, and this week, literally, it's school run, sleep, cook dinner, record, because we've done 2 interviews. Yesterday I was at comedy, and today we're recording again. So yeah, that's literally. I'm knackered. I just need to sleep for about 5 days, I think.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Do it.
Other than
sleep
that,
5 days.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm all right. Like you said, we've done 2 wonderful interviews. One you've already heard, and one will be out for you next week when Jamie is away, and there is no show next week. No show. All right, so don't expect a show next week. There is no show. I have been Rihannaing, of course. I've been studying, get ready for my exams in 2 weeks. Now, Sunday was a very big day. Sunday was my nephew's 4th birthday party.
Yes,
okay? Sunday was the day Kelly was going to meet my entire family in one.
Ooh.
Granted, she's met my mum and my 2 sisters and my 4 sisters already. So essentially my brother, my brother-in-law, and Kate's boyfriend were the only ones left out of that, and then all the kids.
Yeah.
Out of the whole thing. I am going to tip my hat. She was phenomenal. She really came out of her shell. Like I was sat there going, wow, where's this person been?
Who the fuck's this?
Yeah, it was it was amazing. It was amazing. I was just there going like, oh, holy shit. Okay. Well, this is, yeah, perfect. I'm more than happy with this.
Awesome.
We got to play on bouncy castles together. We played basketball. My brother, his girlfriend Katie, me and Kelly were messing around like kicking, throwing balls up in the air, playing passes to each other, playing on bouncy castles, throwing stuff into the hoops. Kelly was the only one to get the really big inflatable balls that were really like they just floated everywhere. She got them in twice, once backwards, and we were a bit like, and she got one through the hoop and through the hula hoop that was over the hoop. We were a bit like, how the fuck can you manage that? Me and my brother were rock bottoming each other on the bouncy castles. My brother laughed so much he dropped me and full on pinched my underarm, my bingo wing when we landed. Oh. Yes, I got a big ass bruise on my arm. Mine was perfect though. Absolutely spot. It looks so good.
You're getting closer.
We were doing flips, and then I felt really dizzy. I posted a photo of me upside down flipping on a bouncy castle. Okay, so I wrote that I was sweating, dizzy, headaches. That was all true. Then I wrote that I was sick, fainted, crushed a child. Almost not that wasn't real. Not the bouncy castle over. Almost happened. And so yeah. Because I just ran from one end of the thing. It was really funny because as soon as I started running, my brother started pissing himself laughing. So I was running towards the bounce because I run right to the back and then like hit myself over. But apparently I hit it so hard, Kelly was like, it almost went over with you. I was like, oh shit, I didn't realise. Yeah, she was awesome, man. And then we went back to my sister's and it was utter carnage. All the family. My mum literally sat there, she went, hang on a minute. Are all 6 kids in the same house together? Fucking hell! This never happens. Yeah, I was like, yeah, all 6 of us are here. She's like, bloody hell, 6 children are here. Only 6. She's so lucky. Yeah, so that was really nice. It was really funny because we were at the party full of kids, by the way. We didn't play on the bounce castle until after all the kids had left. But it was like loads of preschoolers. It was so fun. I just got to the party at 2:00 on the Sunday, and Mum was like, Tommy! Like chatting to his other mums, as she does. And then we all sat down, like just had a bit of a chat. And my mum was sat there, she went, I think so. Kate, my sister Kate, was with her boyfriend Joff, was looking after Lexi, who's my heavily disabled niece, who doesn't do environments that she'll just scream the place down. She needs 24-hour care. So Kate looked after Lexi. And my mum was just sat there, she went, love, I think Kate needs some help. I was like, Mum, she's fine. Yeah, I think I might go and give her an hand. Mum, she's absolutely fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go, and just go and give Kate some help. I was like, some help? You want some peace and quiet, don't you? You want to go where there's no children? And she looked at me like, no. I was like, oh, Mum, stop fucking lying. Just fuck off.
Fucking legend.
And then when we got there, she was like, bloody hell, we're lovely until you lot turned up. Very peace and quiet.
Absolute legend.
It reminded me of The Simpsons with the cat burglar when the says there's a huge treasure under a big T, and then Homer goes, well, I think I'm going to go home now and sleep. And Chief Wiggum goes, yes, I will also go home for sleep. And they all charge out the door. Yeah, it was literally like that. She's like, oh yeah, I think Kate needs some help. I was like, Mum, she's fine. We've been there for the last hour. She's grand. Yeah, it was really funny. So Kelly was fantastic. And then we were all mingling at my sister's. Em bought us Dominoes and we sat and chilled and chatted. It was really nice. Went to my mum's after to come pick up my uncle's stuff. She was chatting away again. And I was just like, fuck it, where have you been? Who is this? Who's this? Where's Kelly gone? Yes, it was great. Absolutely loved being back with family. Absolutely loved it. It was just so nice to see everybody. Other than that, like we said, 2 interviews. I've not caught up with any AEW. I've been so busy studying and having to deal with random parties with loads of random, very young people here. That's been going on as well. So we've been looking for places to live and stuff as well.
Can't blame you.
Yeah, so it's just been carnage. Just a lot going on. Rihanna in loads. I've got 1 day off. I got 5 days of fucking again, but I get 4 days off for Slammers, so I'm quite happy about that.
I was hoping you'd caught up on AEW because I saw something that happened and I wanted context, and I prefer to just ask you, but I'll wait till you've caught up.
Yeah, I'm about 3 weeks behind now, so you'll have to bear with. I'm going to get on it though. After I've studied tonight, I'm getting on it tonight. So it's weird because Triller have lost the rights. So I've got an app called there's an app called My AEW now, but the streaming to the TV is just not working. It's driving me crazy. So it was working and now it won't. I don't know. There's meant to be an app apparently, but I haven't got an app yet, so I have to go on the website and then it's just been carnage.
It was on ITV.
It is on ITV, but I actually pay for My AEW so I can watch it whenever I want. I don't have to pay for pay-per-views anymore.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I can just watch them.
Makes sense.
So yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I've been selling some of my stuff for my mum, which I've managed to clear out quite a bit now, which has been pretty good. But yeah, man. And obviously the football going on at the moment with the Scottish Premiership and that massive controversy over the handball last night that everyone's losing their fucking minds over. Celtic, if they drew or lost to Motherwell last night and Hearts won, would pretty much give Hearts the title. And it's the first time in over 40 years that Rangers or Celtic wouldn't have won the Scottish League. So in a way, I as an Aberdeen fan, as much as it pains me, I'd love Hearts to win it because I can't stand Rangers Celtic winning it again.
Yeah.
Hearts won 3-0. Celtic were away at Motherwell. It was 2-2, right? 95th minute or so, there was an injury, so they added more time on. In the 99th minute, there was a Motherwell defender jumped, right? And as he jumped, his hand was here. But the ball, it looks like the ball hits him here, but it looks like it hit it. But the force of the way it pounded away, it looked like he headed it. And they gave a penalty and Celtic won 3-2. And everyone's calling bullshit.
So, Trusty, is it a hand?
But the amount of photos you've seen where the ball is actually hitting his hand, it's just the way it flies off. So, like, he didn't do that. Do you know what I mean? So with the trajectory of the ball, the way it flew, would have thought it would hit his head. But I don't know what's real and what's not now. I'm a bit unsure because the referee looked at VAR from one angle and went, yeah, it's a penalty. And it was a bit like, okay, is it though?
Surely you'd want to look at different angles if you're unsure.
Well, you would have thought because the Premiership title's on the line here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and now on Saturday at 12:30 at Celtic Park for the Premier League title, for the Scottish Premier League title, it's Hearts versus Celtic at Celtic Park. As long as
We want Hearts to win.
We want Hearts to win. Yeah, you almost said Celtic then.
I did.
And I was going to cry and just exit this fucking meeting, this show even. But yeah, as long as Hearts win or draw, Hearts win the title.
Okay.
Do you know who's a massive Hearts fan?
Who is that massive Hearts fan?
I believe in Joe Hendry. So yeah,
Is
he's a massive Hearts fan. Yeah, so it'd be great to just for the whole of the Scottish football for someone other than the fucking Glaswegians team to win it. So let's keep everything crossed.
It's seriously been 40 years since another team won.
Over 40 plus.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's getting a bit boring now.
No wonder they hate each other because they have to play each other for the championship every fucking year.
Well, they're both Glaswegian teams. They're both in the same city, so yeah.
I'll never ever forget when my mum lived in Scotland. She was telling me like one of her neighbours was so, I can't remember which side of the fence he was on, but his team lost and he was so angry he threw the TV out the living room window.
Yes,
Smashed the window. Did I say that before?
And your mum told us at your wedding, I think.
Did she?
Yeah.
How does anyone get that angry over football? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, I get a bit like frustrated, but I don't want to throw things out. It's like when people play FIFA. I don't want to break shit. Do you know what I mean? So I just go, well, that's annoying. But no, anyway, life is way more important. Yeah, there's so much more important things going on.
I'll just start another game. Job done.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you just don't need to get so petty and shitty over a little game. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, mate, other than that, like I've seen Kelly. I saw her Tuesday night. I think I saw her briefly Monday as well. I don't think there's anything else to really report, to be honest.
All right, so we're all caught up then.
Absolutely. Jamie.
Yes, sir.
It's Single of the Week.
Oh, yes, it is. My single of the week this week is Breaking Benjamin with their brand new single, Something Wicked. This is really, really bloody good. It's just classic Breaking Benjamin. They're not doing anything new. They're not breaking the mold. It's sticking to what is damn good. And this song is very, very fucking good. I've really enjoyed this one.
I didn't even know they had a new single. I was quite shocked when you said it to me. I was like,
neither did I. I was literally on YouTube and it came up as like a recommended thing. It was like released 2 days ago or whatever it was. I was like, oh, well, there you go. Didn't know they had a new song. Let's go listen to that. Yeah, really, really good. There was quite a few this week. I know you didn't have much on your list.
That's fuck all.
Yeah, and there's a supergroup called Iconic. They had a brand new song out called Tears Keep on Falling. That was really good. You had the new Motionless in White with Corey Taylor. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, there's some of us as well, which is escaping my head right now. But there was quite a few this week. But yeah,
okay.
Definitely Breaking Benjamin for me. I really enjoyed that song.
Well, my single of the week this week is a song called Confliction by Beyond Disdain featuring Celine Calder. I really liked it. Beyond Disdain there's a single they brought out about a month ago that I really liked, which I can't remember the name of. But yeah, female led, quite good. Like, yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was very, very catchy. And there really wasn't a lot out this week that made me go like, oh shit, but that was one of them. So the other one I was tossing between that and Quicksand by Between Cities, but no, for me, it's Confliction by Beyond Disdain and Celine Calder. I will, however, throw out some, like, bloody hell, that was great, but wasn't out this week, which is Premier Jester, who are like the UK's version of Electric Callboy, released their brand new album, first ever album, back on April 24th called Turn You On. And I highly recommend, if you love Electric Callboy, you will fucking love this record. It's so good. So Premier Jester released their brand new album. I tried to get him on the show, but the guy never replied in the end, so I just gave up. Because if you're not that bothered, then I'm not that bothered. But yeah, so it was absolutely superb. And also, if I go back to my radar, Atreyu's brand new album came out. And they released, there's a single on it called Wait My Love, I'll Be Home Soon. Oh my God, unbelievable. That blew my mind as well. So there's some particular shout outs to give. So yeah, man, my single of the week though is Confliction by Beyond Disdain.
Very good. It is a very good song. I'd never even heard of them before, but I enjoyed that one.
I thought you might like it.
Yeah, it's very good.
So, anyway, Jamie,
Anyway, Mr. Stevens.
it's time for Tom's Journal.
It's time for Tom's Journal.
Okay, welcome to another edition of the Journal. Jamie, my husband is cleaning out our baking cabinet, and he just said to me, so how attached are you to these 9 bags of hardened brown sugar? Let me know if any of these are a family heirloom. And I felt that shade down to my core.
We've all been there. We've gone through the cupboards. There's something right at the back we've forgotten's there and is now not in the same form it was when you originally brought it. It's fine. Let's not shame anyone around.
My mum's was flour. I think she had like 6, 7 bags of it. I'm like, Mum, what's all this here for? Oh, yeah, but I love bake. No, you don't. I don't remember the last time you baked.
I love the idea of baking.
Yeah.
We all do that with flour, though. We buy a bag and then we'll go shopping. We'll go, oh, do I need flour? Yeah, I'm pretty certain I do. We buy something like, fuck, I've got 7 bags. Maybe you don't, but I do.
I never do, because I know what I have.
I always forget.
That's where you write shit down, mate.
I normally do.
Do you know what I find weird now? People, when I'm at work and they bring out diaries and they go, I know it's the old-fashioned way. Like, I don't care. Like, you're writing shit down. Why does it matter? It doesn't matter how you write it down. I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah. Oh, I know. Old-fashioned people with a diary, bloody hell. Well, no. Because if you need to write stuff down, if you don't want to do it on your phone, it's $1,000. I don't care. Anyway, have you ever rubbed your eyes so hard that you enter some other galaxy with mad colours, patterns and swirls and some other shit?
I love those things that are relatable. We've all done it. We've all been there, but you never think that someone else has experienced it, if that makes sense. So it's one of them, because, yeah, I've done that so many times.
Yeah, and it's always like you go, I can't see. Oh, wait, hang on a minute.
Even weirder for you now, because you probably know exactly what the scientific reason behind it is. And you're like, oh, it's this.
Yeah, don't squash your corneas. Never rub your eyes. Probably dry. Put some drops in. Use an eye mask for 10 minutes. Put it in the microwave. So, not so funny story. Someone in the apartment unit above us got stabbed. According to the cop who interviewed us, the attacker rang the upstairs doorbell, and when a guy answered, the attacker forced his way in and stabbed the guy. You want to know what the scary part is? I didn't hear a thing. Thanks to my amazing HyperX Cloud 2 headphones, I got them on Amazon for $99.99 with free shipping. These things work as advertised. Probably the best noise-cancelling headphones I've ever owned. 10 out of 10 would buy again.
Hashtag ad. I love the way people try to sell shit.
Like, that's genuinely real. That's fucking insane.
That is very insane. I mean, it's a great thing for the headphones. It shows how well they work, but it's really fucking bad for your neighbour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bless him. I hope he survived. Probably the most embarrassing thing on earth is having to answer questions from an electrician. Sorry, love. Where's your emergency disconnect? Sir, all I know is somehow we've put lightning inside wires.
I think it was the plumber came round and he was asking me something. He was talking to me like I should know. And I was like, I haven't got a fucking clue what this guy's on about right now. He's trying to explain it to me. I'm like, water. Fix it and I'll pay you.
Drinky, washy.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue, mate.
Brilliant. Looks at boarding pass. Okay, 18F. Puts boarding pass away. Okay, but what the fuck seat was I again? Pulls out boarding pass again. 18F. Gotcha. 18F for sure. Puts boarding pass away. 32 seconds later. Okay, for one last fucking time.
Do you know what I was saying about things you relate to? We don't realise other people do it. I do this all the time.
Coach C, seat 32. Perfect. What number was it again?
I was going to say for me, it's trains. Yeah, exactly that.
I do it with cooking food. If it's frozen or whatever, so in the oven, I go 18 minutes on 200. How long was that again?
I do that, but I throw the packaging away because I don't think I need it anymore. And then I go, shit, what was it again? And I have to fucking get the packaging out of the bin.
Yeah, always the way.
Always.
Jamie, if I'm eating in my car, please do not park next to me. This is a private table. Thank you in advance. once again betrayed by a public hand sanitizer dispenser containing absolutely nothing. A monolith, a relic of more hygienic times.
There is nothing more fucking annoying. Especially, I find it at, like, public toilets when you need the soap, yeah. It's like, oh, fuck's sake. And then you keep moving along to different taps. And then the tap don't work. You're like, fuck's sake.
And you think it's the soap, but it's actually the dry. You're like, no, not yet. 30 seconds into a jazz song. Oh my God, I think I really like jazz. 30 seconds later, all right, enough of this.
I get that completely. It is that sort of music. I appreciate this for about a minute and then I'm bored. Yeah.
A very annoying brain feature I have is what I call waiting mode. I absolutely have this. Like today, I have to leave for an MRI at 2:45. So unfortunately at 12:30 or so, my brain decides to activate waiting mode, which means that instead of getting anything done, I've just got to sit here and wait.
Yeah, that's you. That is 100% you.
I hate it. If we have an interview at 8 and I get home at 5:30, I'm like, right, well, I can't do anything now until I've finished the interview. It's really weird. I can't because what I'll do is I'll go do something else. I'll get so distracted, I won't watch the look at the time, and I'll be like, fuck, I remember my questions, and it's like 7:45.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I always make sure I go, right, I know I have to do this at this time. I'll just wait for Jamie. So it's 5 p.m. The interview's tomorrow night. Yeah, I've got to wait for him.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not. I'm the opposite end. I'll be like, right, I've got this much time. How many things can I fit into this amount of time?
Yeah, I can't do it. Police. You're so drunk you can barely even walk. Me. Yes, officer. That's why I chose to drive instead.
That's fucking gold. I like that. Oh, that's really good.
Uber Eats. Sorry, Patrick, you forgot to finish your order. Notification's funny as fuck because I didn't forget. I just came to my senses. That's how I feel. I just go, really fancy eating it. Don't worry, I spend the money on it though.
Yeah.
Like you go, oh, I could reach do that. No, do you know what? I don't worry. That's 5 lunches. That's 5 lunches.
Or I'll be like, I'll spend that on the food. That's fine. Delivery fee? Fuck off.
Oh, I hate that shit as well. I'll give you a couple more. Hacker. Now I have all your passwords. Me. Oh my God. Thank you. Can you tell me what they are, please?
I hate the password system now. It drives me mad because they're not consistent. So I'm like, right, this one I need to remember that it's a capital letter. This one's got an exclamation mark on the end. This one's got 4 numbers instead of. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
Well, that's why I put the really random wild ones in.
Yeah, but I won't remember them.
Yeah, well, that's why I save shit to my phone.
But, yeah.
And finally, this really made me laugh. My brother has just got his 4th unconditional acceptance for university, and he's just eaten a dog biscuit thinking it was chocolate. And that was another edition of Tom's Journal.
Which is why I've always said academic intelligence does not equal common sense.
So good. That must have tasted like shit.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Is there people that's eating dog food then and gone, yep?
My mum's ex-husband used to eat dog biscuits.
Why?
Not like he'd sit there with a pack, but like if someone said to me a dog biscuit, he'd just eat it. He didn't really give a shit.
Aren't rusks like unbelievable when they're for babies?
Oh, rusks are incredible. There used to be like 1 for Olivia, 1 for me.
I haven't eaten one of them in, well, I haven't got any kids, so it'd be a bit weird if I started, you know what I mean?
Just go to the shop and buy a box of rusks. The temptation's there every now and again. When I see them, I'm like, should I? No, that's not.
There's a video somewhere of a guy in a cinema just eating a birthday cake.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Fair play, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
He's celebrating going to see this film. It's great. Mama, Mr. Stevens. And after all, you're Mr. Stevens.
Do you know how many times you've gone to that when you can't think of a song? I think that's the fourth time you've used it. Yeah. I think I've used it once as well.
Maybe, I can't remember.
Yeah, I use it all the time. You could literally just done this. Now it's time for Jamie to answer his participation. Answer his question or he gets upset. Now, with all your interesting facts that you've got about yourself, whatever reason that the question is this week.
That just nosedived incredibly.
I was just like, I've forgotten the words and I can't think of anything that's going to fit in like 2 words. So I was just fucking go for it. And I ran out of breath.
It's audience participation time. So answer my question because I really want to know. I've got a question for you to answer. So answer me right now.
Good. You finally actually managed to achieve.
Painfully out of tune, but there we go.
That's right. But you've hit that next level. So next week, not next week, 2 weeks time, I expect like gold.
I'm going to fucking write lyrics at some point.
Now it's time to answer Jamie's question, motherfuckers, right now. Don't be a little bitch. Answer Jamie's question right now. Otherwise things will get quite hairy and you don't want to be in that situation right now because I'm going to come over there and hold you by your ghoulies.
Poontang and Ghoulies, what a week.
Jamie's audience participation time. Oh!
This week I said, Tom is always mocking me and my Brummie accent on this show. So let's find out once and for all, what is the worst accent in the UK? I feel like it's redundant for me to say, what say you, Mr. Stevens?
Brummie,
there it is. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Yeah, I think you've just proved my point straight away. You've even disappeared. That's how much you didn't know. You just vanished. All right, mate. It's not that bad. It's almost like you don't know where you just go up and down. It's just like a fucking roller coaster of, you know what I mean?
I wish I heard my voice the way you do, because I don't hear it as that Brummie. Whereas you just seem to think it's the most Brummiest thing you've ever heard in your life.
In my head, I sound with no accent. I have nothing. I sound posh, same. Right? But everyone else like, oh, you sound really northern. I'm like, do I?
That's weird, isn't it? We all hear our voices differently.
But it's like you can't smell yourself. So
very odd.
I do wish some people could fucking smell themselves, though. Jesus.
Right. Let's get some audience answers. By the way, I will preface this by saying this is incredibly, 100%, undoubtedly fucking backfired on me. Spoilers.
Yep.
Yeah. Kelly Cleaton, and previous accent that I used to have. I'll end up single if I tell you, though.
Yeah. She already has. Out? Yeah, of course I have.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Scottish.
Oh.
Think about what she said.
I'm confused.
I'll end up single if I tell you.
I'm with you now. Yeah,
fucking hellfire.
You hate the Scottish accent. It's beautiful.
I just kind of, I tell you, like, yeah. You know what I said about her being absolutely wonderful earlier? I'm going to take all that back now. Yeah, it's game over that.
No, when I read it, I took it as in she used to have that accent and she hate it. That's how I took it. Yeah.
She used to have, she grew up in Killy, I believe. She was born in London, moved up there, came back.
Fair enough. James Lewin, Scouse.
I did agree with that.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think you even gave your answer.
I didn't, did I?
No.
No, I don't think I did. I just got defensive. I would have said Scouse, though, to be fair. I was doing an impression of a Scouse accent earlier, and Olivia did not believe me it was real. So I played a video for her of a Scouse person, and she was just walked off. She was like, "That's horrible, Daddy."
You can hurt Stevens. Stevens on the show this week. Let's not hurt his feelings.
I know, right? Joe Smith, my kid's mum, Brummie. Thanks. It really is a tale of two tapes on this one.
You literally asked for this, though.
I know, I really did. Becky Westwood, Liverpool. I struggle to understand them. Just fair. A lot of people do. Gemma Williams, Bristol.
Yeah, I find that a bit fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Paul Dobson. I'm from Norfolk, so it's got to be Norfolk. Fair. Michaela von Halberg. Have to say, Birmingham is probably the worst for me, though. So, although my own isn't too easy on the ears either. You have an Irish accent. Irish accents are wonderful. So don't give me none of that. Fuck me, there's so much. Ben Kilmister Swash from Fangs Out. As someone who's from there, the Midlands, hands down. Yep. He's from the Black Country, though. That is a fucking horrendous accent. So that's fine. We can agree on that one. Chelsea Cochran, just going for both Birmingham and Liverpool. Everyone's a fucking same. Tim Finch, Dudley, a hint worse than Brummie. Yep, 100%. Tiller Bell, Scouse and Black Country and Birmingham. Mally Malpass. I would say it's the German umlaut, bloody foreign dots coming over here being fuck, I can't say that word. Superfluous? I don't fucking know. That word to our language. It's not an accent. Oh, I get it. Accent on top of a letter. That took me a minute. Fuck's sake.
It's got you there, mate.
I really need some sleep. Helen Barrett, South London. I don't mind me genuine Cockney. I mean, lazy South London. Yeah, it's fair. It's not a great accent, is it? South London. Motley Stew. Any accent that doesn't pronounce the letter T. I can't think what accents don't pronounce the letter T. I think in Yorkshire where they pronounce only the letter T, but that's it. Hayley Warrender, mine. I'm not sure where she's from.
Wolverhampton.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Netherlands again.
Yeah, Black Country. Yeah. Stuart Edwards, Scouse. It's the worst thing I've ever heard. And then Brummie.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. Martin Skerritt, probably mine. I'm a complete accent mongrel. I get that because I was at one point. I went from living from Birmingham to Southampton to Wales, back to Birmingham, then Cheltenham, and my accent was just all over the bloody shop. It was mental. In fact, I came home and got my accent back. I'll give you a couple more. Honeybee, as a Scouser, I'm going to say Scouse. The worst part of it is people putting on the extra effect to make it sound worse. Any joke you heard about Scousers are true and then some. Fair. Apollyon, it's the Brummie accent. I'm sorry, but it just makes you sound dense. Try saying anything smart in a Brummie accent, and you'll end up sounding like a plumber, describing why he didn't win a bet on a horse. I know rationally there must be some doctors from Birmingham, but talk about playing on hard mode. You make us Yorkshire lads sound like geniuses. Thanks, mate. Jesus Christ. And last but not least, because this really made me laugh, Simju Used Spectator on YouTube. Fucking usernames are a nightmare sometimes. Let's be honest, the answer is Liverpudlian. No question. You could be explaining quantum physics to me and still sound like a total dunce. It's like nails on a chalkboard, and I'm sure I'll probably catch some hate for this. So basically, it's a toss-up between Scouse and Brummie. That's the answer to this.
Enjoy that, mate. I mean, you literally went over and just opened the floodgates for everybody. You went, there you go. Come at me.
I genuinely thought there'd be people saying other accents to make, not necessarily defend me, but to prove you wrong that there's worse accents. Backfired horribly. Fuck's sake. Not a single person said the Scottish accent there. Well, apart from
Kelly, they did.
Yeah, apart from Kelly.
Apart from my own fucking partner. Who's dating a Scottish guy. Granted, I haven't got the accent. Okay, but still, I still that's my home country, and you want to come here and fucking give me this lip? Are you for real? Unbelievable. I'm going back on the market, mate. That's where I'm going. Anyway, thank you to everybody, bar Kelly, who joined in participation challenge this week.
Actually, fuck a lot of you said Brummie.
We appreciate everybody's answers, bar Kelly's, who got involved. No, I'm joking. Thank you to everyone that participated. It always means everything that everyone joins in, and it's just such a good laugh. We all have a bit of fun with it. So We really, really appreciate you coming down here and getting involved. If you enjoy Jamie's participation challenge, Tom's Joe, Callum Streetchings when he's here, the interview, and the absolute fucking God knows what that we talk in between, you enjoy the other 250 editions of Chronicles podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. I don't think I could have said that any faster if I tried. Whether it be Spotify, Google, Apple, all them good places, you can find us everywhere. Please come and follow us over all social media at TCO Pod. That'll be Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok, and Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. Yeah, we're all over the social medias at TCO Pod, and please come and subscribe to us on the YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. Hit the bell to get notified when new videos are released, and comment to your heart's content. That's all over social media at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and never mind. All those at TCO Pod social media, and subscribe to us on the YouTube at the Chronicles of Podcast. Get us to that 800 mark, please. That'd be wonderful. But Jamie, did you have something you wanted to say before you piss off on holiday this week?
I do want to say a massive thank you to a few of our friends. We need to say a massive thank you to the wonderful Mr. Braden Barry. Go check out all his incredible projects. We've got the Amber Forest podcast that he does with Dustin Gill right here on YouTube. Go check it out. It's a work of art, I tell thee. Go check out his merch store, Anxious Ghost. Pick up a hoodie, a hat, whatever it may be. Go check out Farlight Movie on Instagram. See everything that's happened with the upcoming horror anthology, which we cannot wait to get our eyes on. It sounds absolutely incredible. And of course, all of Braden's beautiful music under Say We Can Fly. Look for it on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your music from, you can find it there. And of course, we have to say a massive thank you to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are stamping out prejudice, hatred, and intolerance everywhere, and I mean everywhere. This is not a UK issue. It's a global issue where people of the alternative community are being treated differently simply because of the way they look and the way they choose to present themselves out in the world. If you're not familiar with Sophie's story, please head over to sophielancasterfoundation.com. Familiarize yourself with that story. If you want to help the foundation, there is an incredible merch store on there. Shout the name of the foundation with pride, with a hoodie, a hat, a wristband, whatever it is. Fly the flag for this incredible foundation. Tomorrow, the day this episode is released, today this edition is released. They are announcing something very big at 4 p.m. I don't have a clue what it is, so once you finish listening to us, make sure you're following them on all the social medias to find out what that is at 4 p.m. Very excited to find out what that's going to be. And last but not least, a massive thank you to Mr. Stevens right here.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Another wonderful addition in the bag, Jamie.
Another wonderful addition indeed.
Stephen, thank you so much for joining us once again, even though we obviously, had some fun with the story and you reached out to us out of nowhere and made us poo ourselves. It was absolutely wonderful to actually get to chat to you, get to meet you, get to, talk all about your story, all the trials and tribulations, everything you've been through. The message here, gents, is go and get fucking checked out.
Yep.
As soon as anything occurs where you're like, that doesn't feel right, seem right, smell right, look right, whatever, straight to that fucking GP's office. So yes, absolutely. Make sure you're looking after yourselves, get yourselves checked. But Stephen, thank you so much for your time, my friend. It was great to meet you. We look forward to hopefully catching up with you sometime soon. Jamie, have an absolutely wonderful time away next week.
I will. Hopefully the weather holds out nice for me.
Keep everything crossed. Everything's crossed. Ladies and gents, there is absolutely no show next week. There is an interview, but there is absolutely no show, so you will not see us next week. But there'll be a wonderful interview to enjoy, because as for this week, we will see you all properly in 2 weeks' time, but with an interview next week for the Chronicles of Lynette Atland.
Goodbye, everybody.
Ta-ta!
Bye!
Bye!
Truth for lies carved in stone.